Hello, everybody. Hello. I think you guys might be right. I might be lagging a little bit behind. I think we mentioned that in the chat last night. So hopefully it doesn't lag tonight. Hopefully the chat goes well and all of that stuff. But hey, hi, hello, welcome. Welcome to my channel if you're new. Welcome back if you're a returning subscriber, a returning Titan. It is Monday. It feels like it's Sunday to me. Oh my lordy. My whole week's going to be off now, I feel like. You have a lot of cardinals. Oh, so do we. We have cardinals here too, Ashley. It's actually our state bird, is the old cardinal. But if you guys wouldn't mind hitting the like button, it'll send the video out. We really need to push this one out into the algorithm because no one's covering this story right as of yet. It has hit Twitter, but it hasn't hit YouTube. Not that I've seen, so I wanted to bring you guys a newer case tonight. So we'll wait for a couple of people to come in. If anybody sees Parker Marie, let me know. She ordered a candle earlier, but her address is saying it's the wrong address. So I want to make sure I get it to her at the correct address. They say the cardinals are the birds that are... they are from heaven, and they're supposed to be from like your loved ones, just like a reminder to say, like, to tell you that they're okay. We actually have two cardinals that live out back behind us, and they're beautiful red cardinals, so you can tell they're the boys, because the girls' birds aren't as pretty as the boy birds. They're just not. They have to protect the young. It only makes sense, I guess. I have a bunch of windows open, so I'm going to try to close a couple. So I don't overwhelm myself and all of us. There's not a whole lot to this case, but we're gonna cover what we have, and we'll go ahead and get right into it. And there is Summer. I haven't seen her all day today. I haven't heard from her. That's different. How's everybody's? Before we get started, actually, how's everybody's holiday today? Let me get my camera on. I'm pretty dark. I went out in the sun. You don't think you have cardinals in Florida or California? I'll ask Vincent. I don't think that you guys I don't think you do. That's how I have. I have another bird that like looks like a finch, but it has like a red like head. And then the other one just looks like a, regular bird. But they have a nest. They have a nest. They build it. I have blinds outside that roll down. And I love sitting out there, and I haven't been able to sit out there because the birds took it over, so. You cleaned your car and your Jeep today? Oh, Scorbelina, I love whenever when there's a holiday, I always try to do something productive like that. If there's nothing else to do, of course. Hopefully you guys had a great, great Memorial Day. I mean, I know the reason for the holiday is to memorialize, the men and women who have served our country and that have died, that died doing so. But I've never been like a funeral type of gal either. I've always been like a celebration of life. So I still say like, happy things, like, happy Memorial Day. I look sun-kissed on here. Thanks. Thanks, Summer. Vincent was like, whoa, you got dark when I came in today. I was like, I was only out there for an hour. Our pool has been overtaken by some 20-year-olds. And I'm getting old, guys, because, no, I'm not. I was cool today. I was really cool. Okay. So I go to the pool. There's not a chair in sight. I've never experienced that. When you live here, you can only have 2 people go to the pool with you at a time. Well, I'm seeing like groups of like 20, like, I'm like, what is going on here? And I'm not the type to say anything. Like last year, they were all like smoking, like literally cigarettes at the pool. And I didn't say anything. I was like, I'm not going to say nothing because I didn't want to be that person. Even though there's kids that go there, there's kids that go there. Just like be respectful. So I go down today thinking it's a whole new crew because usually people don't stay here very long. It is expensive to live here. I think that has a lot to do with it. And it being a military kind of a town, people just come in and out. They're back. They were back when I went down there today. I was just like, oh no. So but they have quit smoking cigarettes, which is, that's cool, guys. They quit. But they're vaping, but that's cool because I vape, but I don't vape right at the pool because like there's kids right there. Like I said, I don't know. Even if they're not my kids, I still feel like you should hold yourself in a standard to where, I don't know, I've always felt like this even in my 20s, so it's not me getting old. I've always felt like that. But these people were just like, oh my Lord, they were drinking, and it wasn't that they were drinking, it was that they had 25 people there drinking, and then they were bringing glass bottles in there. When it's like, it's just a simple rule, but you have all these kids, it's Memorial Day weekends, you know, like you have babies running around, just, you know, because that's what babies do, like, you know, like toddlers. And it was just crazy today, y'all. I was about to go on live and show you the mess, the chaos. I got down to the pool. There wasn't a chair, so I was like, okay, I'll just sit it like and put my feet in the water. You know, no problemo. So I did that for a while. Then I found a chair, so I went to sit down. Well, then all of the people that were like, you know, hanging out, drinking, having a good time, which is fine, they decided to like go right behind me where I was to throw a frisbee. Well, guess who got hit with the frisbee? This girl. So, hot stuff 20-year-old in her thong walking up to me. I'm just like, oh my Lord, how Jesus. She's like, I'm sorry. And I'm like, it's okay. It didn't even scare me, which is very surprising because, you know, my head was down and I was like listening to my AirPods. But yeah, that was my Memorial Day. I got hit with a frisbee. Oh, and then they sparked up a doobie, which, you know, I don't mind smoking at all, but it's like there's kids there. I could smell it as soon as he lit it. I was like, that ain't no cigarette, because, you know, he had to light it a couple times, so. But I'm like, man, I was like, Memorial Day's in the air, you know? Glass everywhere. Because I had to actually bandage up a couple kids at the pool a few summers back. I don't know where their moms were. But their feet got out. Oh, what they did something stupid. It wasn't glass. It was the concrete was so hot, they weren't putting shoes on. And I'm down there, I'm like, put your shoes on. Like, who the hell am I? Put your shoes on. And they ended up getting blisters. But I know kids these days, Andy Short, do you think it's because I'm getting older? But I never acted like that when I was younger. Like when I was in my 20s, I've always, I don't know. I was always that person that was like walking a tight leash or whatever, you know, like always on the like balance, like the balance beam. Because I had a friend that she would just say anything that like came out of her mouth. It was a doobie. Yeah, it wasn't a blunt. It was a doobie. Yeah, they just had it all rolled. I was like, oh, look at them. But they did come prepared. I will give them that. And I thank God when I came back up to the apartment, like, because I was telling Vincent about it, and I was like, thank you, God, for not housing them in our building. Because they could party. I can't party like that. Ashley said, I know, I never even thought about acting like that. Yeah, I never did either. I just, like, no care for people, you know, like, oh, okay. And you know how girls, I don't know what they're doing. I should have brought the bathing suit in, like, so I could show you. You know how, like, the girls, Kim Kardashian, one of them damn Kardashians, wore her bikini bathing suit, you know, the triangle one. She wore it like the opposite way a couple summers ago, and it caught wind finally over in Ohio because everything takes 4 years to catch up to us over here. Well, this girl had her like bathing suit on backwards, but it was completely ass backwards, and it was so bad. I should have made Vincent go with me. MJ, who's MJ Legal? I don't know who that is. What's a doobie? A doobie is like a joint. Yeah, a joint. I'm like, I want to be a little younger. I'm not going to lie. I'm going through that little, I'm starting to go through like I'm not like not the change, but like the change in life, just the changing in age. Like where you're, you know, can't be wearing like super, super crop tops anymore, but you don't want to give up the short tops either. I want to be cool. A funny cigarette. Yeah. Eddie said, I hate the Kardashians. A fatty, yeah. Poor Vincent would be in so embarrassed. He'd probably be there smoking it with him. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, he won't go to the pool with me right now. He said he's at his biggest weight. But if he was at his skinniest weight, he still wouldn't go to the pool. He don't like people. He don't like people. And hi, Avery. Hi, everybody. Hey, Ray. You haven't been live in a while. You never get to catch one. You're always so busy, I'm sure, restaurants and stuff. I remember working in restaurants. The devil's lettuce. Yes. Okay, well, we'll get into the case here. Oh, Kelly, did you change your picture? Oh my gosh, I thought your hair was darker. Or did you just lighten it? I always thought you had dark hair like mine. Huh, I didn't know that. I like your new picture too. And I like that yours is just a QR code. That's even better. How do I do that? No, because then people will be like, I don't know. I think the face looks better probably then. Yeah, Teresa, your beaches are really full there right now. I saw that on the news. That was insane what I saw. I wouldn't even want to. Like, I wouldn't even want to go sit on the beach. Like there. Like that's just too many people. I don't like that many people around me. I would be good on a private beach by myself. Even Vincent and the dogs could be somewhere. No, I'm just kidding. Are we friends with our neighbors? We used to be friends with our neighbors, but they all kind of moved out, and now we have like these new neighbors, and they're just not really our vibe yet. Like we have like one girl that lives across from us. She's like a student, you know, and then we have like a couple downstairs. We have a couple that just moved in with a baby and a dog, and you can definitely tell there's a baby and a dog in the building, another dog. Because like I don't know, when my dogs make a mess, I'm out there with a vacuum cleaner. Like we have cleaners that come once a week, but you can just tell there's been like there's like little crackers and stuff, which is fine. It's cute. It's just something we're not used to because we're not used to having like baby noises. Like I walk by their apartment and I'm like, it scares me because we have not had a baby in this apartment complex or not in our building since we've been here for 6 years. It's our first baby, so no, I don't like crowds. Yeah, I don't either. You've been following this, you said, Avery. Isn't this reminding you like Gabby Petito? Okay, so let me get her the picture up here. I wanted to get her missing person flyer, and I know that we'll end up seeing it somewhere along the line. But have you heard about Nikki I want to say Alcaraz, or it is Alcaraz, Alcaraz, but I want to say Alcatraz or something. I want to say like the prison every time I see it. So Alcaraz, AKA she goes by Nikki Cunningham sometimes. That was her, I believe, from what I've gathered from Facebook and stuff, it's her ex-husband's last name is Cunningham. And so that's why she was going by that last name. She's from Cheatham County, Tennessee, and she's with her boyfriend, presumably right now, Steven Tyler Stratton. So did they really, Eddie? They found her? And I'm on alive? No way, Eddie. Let me know, because there's a traffic stop. I mean, there's like a police interaction. There is a domestic dispute. There is everything. They don't want to press charges against each other. I mean, it's like a deja vu. You were on a private beach all weekend? Oh, Avery, I bet that was so much fun. You're asking? Okay. Yeah, let me know, Eddie, because I've been on Twitter like all day long. Until I click this live. I guess I could get on Twitter. Let's see. I don't see anything yet, but you never know. But there is like some stuff on Twitter with her sister and stuff too, so that'll be good to look at. Because I was going to go through Twitter because that's usually where you can get some information. Usually if a case is getting like a lot of traction, I feel like on Twitter, then you know it's going to come to YouTube. And so I didn't see anybody covering this case, so I wanted to go ahead and bring it over here to this platform. Oh, I knew he would. Pascal is fast. And that's why I was like, well, how am I beating Pascal? I really thought that. I went to the pool and I just couldn't stop thinking about it. So I was like at the pool for an hour and I came right back up because I was watching stuff and then I was just like, I had to come back. So. Did I miss something? Yeah, it's okay. Ashley, I used to be like that and I'm still like that. Unless it's super hot, I'll get in some creek water. But it's got to be like at the tip, just where my legs go in. Well, Jan, I didn't know Pascal was going to go on at 9. Is he talking? Is the FBI talking to me? God protect the huge lower lie. Never broke banana as she wish as her name. What's your name? Are you live chat? You, yes. That sounds like a robot. Does he? I never really watched Pascal that much. I remember actually one time I watched Pascal in here, or no, someone asked me if I watched. This was funny. This was when this was a while back, but someone asked me if I watched T-Rev, and I thought they were referencing Pascal. I know those are totally two different people, but in my brain, I didn't know at the time. And I was like, yeah, I watch him. And then I saw who T-Rev was later on. And then I was like, wait a minute, that's not who I watch. I watch a bald black guy. And then I realized, yeah, I don't know what that meant. So yeah, we'll have to ask. You don't like murky water? So she was last seen May 6th in Monterey, New Mexico. Never been to New Mexico. On May 4th, Steven, who goes by Tyler, I think that he goes by Tyler more than Steven. That's just his middle name is Tyler. Him and Nikki had a really bad physical altercation that went down, and I'll show you pictures of that. And they even spoke to police about it, but neither of them wanted to press charges at the time. His family, though, is now not communicating with Nikki's family, so they're both missing as of right now. But Tyler's family isn't communicating no longer with Nikki's family, nor is he communicating with the police. Crap feds when here I got to go. I don't think that was a very good fed because they didn't really word it very good. Is that Justice? I'm surprised Justice isn't in here ready to talk, talk craziness. So if you ever want to do memberships, we just boot them out so you guys can do the memberships. That's what we did last night. Because there was a troll in here, and I don't know if you guys saw my live last night. If you didn't, if you don't want to watch it for the content that I'm going over, just go until I put my camera on and then just watch it from there. You will love every second, every cuss word, every word that came out of my mouth. You will love it. I think I dropped the F-bomb roughly 4, 5, 10 times. I don't know. It was a lot. But I didn't go back and watch it. Thanks, Kathy. She said it was perfect, Tanya. I couldn't handle my emotions. But I did apologize to everybody in the chat except for Justice, and I said that. I said, except for you, you deserved it. Get her with the carrier pigeon. Scorpelina, and you know who actually got me with the carrier pigeon? And so every time I talk about a carrier pigeon, my nephew. He, I swear we're gonna get in this case, but my nephew asked my mom one time, was like, Grandma, were you around with the carrier pigeons? And me and my mom lost it so bad. So now every time I have a chance to say carrier pigeon, I feel like I need to. Oh, you gotta watch it. Oh yeah, you fell asleep with me yelling, Jan? I said, camera on. I didn't care. I said, I want to make sure they see me. Because I don't ever want people to not see me when I'm upset like that. So I'm like, oh, make sure. Oh, I have a timeline too. So we'll go over it's the complete timeline as of now. If there's things, I'm sure there's things that I'm missing that are out there in Facebook groups and things of that nature. I haven't gotten on Facebook to see the Facebook groups yet. I've only pulled Evan Cunningham, which is Nikki's ex-husband's Facebook, which is it's a really weird Facebook page. Allegedly, that's his Facebook. So, Tony, you snapped. I did, Eddie. I did. I was done hearing about it. Wait till I start menopause, Janet. If you think, wait till I start it. It'll be real bad. Oh yeah, I cussed good. I was throwing F-bombs, and I cuss, but I usually don't cuss a lot. But it was blah, 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 blah. It was a lot. It, someone came into the chat and they just rubbed me the wrong way and they just kept making jabs. And it was like about Brian Kohlberger, and I should have let it go, but you know me as a person now. I think you guys know me. You know I can't not address it when someone flies in like a damn tumbleweed and does something ridiculous. And that's what they want, but I can't help it. In my brain, it's like, Tanya, don't do it. Don't give them what they want. But then I've got this part of my brain going, you need to give them the facts. It was wild. It was. It was a good live. You know? I think people, well, and I said it last night, I think people do it because they have, I don't know about this person, but the town that I grew up in, they would cause drama on Facebook, just like cause drama just to get attention for that day, just to like pass the time. And a lot of times it's because they were like single mothers, or they were just like, you know, not a lot of the people that I grew up with, they didn't go off to college. They just had babies and stayed in town. Those were the people that I'm talking about. You know, like they would just stay there and they had nothing better to do. So they would just make up some shit, whisper it in someone's ear, telephone it around. I mean, it's crazy. I know. Well, yeah. And Ashley, you said it best. She said, well, I'm sick of Brent being brought into this bullshit. And that's exactly what it was. It was like, I felt like someone really just like gut punched me last night when she did that. And she was like, and I'm a woman, woman's or something. I was like, oh, Mindy, I don't like drama either. It gets my heart going and stuff. But last night, I think I needed it. Yeah, I wasn't even talking about Idaho last night either. I was like on one though. Someone's going to catch this live and be like, you took so many, it took me 6 minutes to get into my last live and someone had my head. So they're going to be like, dang. But oopsie, but we had stuff to talk about. Just in case anybody sees the live and they're like, what is going on with Tanya? I'm just trying to figure out my tabs here because I have some stuff going. I wanted to, are you kidding me? Hold on one second. I think I exited out of my Google Doc. Okay. Has anybody, so put a 1 in the chat if you guys have heard of this case. Put a 2 in the chat if you guys haven't heard of this case yet. My parents cuss. I said that too. I said I get it from my dad. I actually said that again today about something. I said I get it from my dad. I said, damn, I keep blaming that man for everything. Oh, so we're about even, I think. Okay. Well, maybe you guys will bring me some information then too. So let's keep going. Let me know if you find anything out, Eddie. Here is this. I did it like this instead because last time I did it on my notes, it was instead of Google Docs, for some reason it didn't show up for you guys very well. I have it right now over here. It's extremely tiny. Let me see. This isn't the one that I wanted to share though. I did like a timeline, so it's not like it's going to be very long. I could probably read it off in my head. There we go. It's Monday, you know? It's Monday. Okay. Nikki Alcaraz, May 4th, police in Monterey, I don't know if I'm saying that right, but Monterey, New Mexico, are called to reports of a fight in a vehicle. A truck driver says he had to pull Stratton, which is Tyler, which is, you know, Nikki's boyfriend, away from Nikki. Stratton is dropped off several junctions away. So what basically happens is just like almost in the Gabby Petito case. They, you know, get in a physical altercation. A truck driver apparently spots them as he's going by. He has to stop and get them apart from each other. She has wounds. She has a black eye. She's got bruising to her arms. And I'll show you pictures of that in a minute. It's horrific. The pictures are horrific. When her sister talks about the fight in an interview, She doesn't, like, she sounds worried. But to me, those bruises are like, whoa, that's an immediate, you know, arrest him, Vine link, get her out of there, protection, all that to me. Like, those bruises are horrendous. Let me see if I keep going on that one. I don't need to. I was going to try to find. Okay, so this is the pictures. More RT. Oh man, I'll get it. I'll get there. Y'all know me with new cases. We gotta get at least something wrong. Who's doxing? Because I did hear something about people doing that, but nothing like, it wasn't serious though. But this is her. She's beautiful. And then that's the map. I wanted to show you that later, but I didn't know if there was. Nope, there's not. Let me find you. If I can. I had a bunch of them. Not like a bunch, but I had like a few to show you guys. There we go. So you can see like her arms. Like, look at her arms. Look at her back. Okay, you guys, where her ribs are, like, you know, and her back, I broke 3 ribs and collapsed a lung, and I didn't even have bruising like that. Like, that, to me, is beat the F up. You need to get her out of there. Why is she still in the car with him, going cross country? And where's the dog? They had a dog with them as well. So maybe the dog was scared. I don't know. You know, I think my dogs, though, if I would hope, I mean, they'd probably be so damn confused. They'd be like, you know, but that is awful to me. Like, that is beyond. I've had a lot of injuries, you know, and I've never had bruising that deep from anything. And I walk into stuff from being blind all the time really hard, like all my weight. So, wow. And I was trying to find that there's a police report, I guess, but I've been looking and looking and looking, and I cannot find it. That's like about this incident. So I'm gonna keep my eye out. I'll find it, but that way we can go through, because I want to see what they listed, like his height, his weight to be. I believe she's like 160, I think 5'6", but I'm not completely sure on the height. See, okay, when I dated a guy, y'all, I dated a guy that was not a good guy. This never happened, never, ever in my life, but it could have, like with this person, because they were known to do this, I guess. I didn't know that. And I went to my sister-in-law, and she works for the Domestic Violence Coalition. Well, she did at the time. She's more mental health now. And she got him arrested like that day. He was arrested by 5 p.m. that day, and I didn't have a bruise on me. So what is going on here? Like, this ain't his first offense. I'm going to tell you that right now. If he put his hands on her like this ain't the first time. It's just crazy. So we'll go back over to the timeline, and then we'll just kind of switch back and forth. And I have a couple of videos to show you that kind of just covered a little bit. My iPad is just still doing the crappiest stuff, guys. With the live chat. So it says May 4th, police in Moriarty, New Mexico, are called to reports. I remember that. Sorry. Alcaraz leaves the Super 8 motel early in the morning. This is on May 6th, saying she wants to find Tyler. Nikki texts her sister, Tony, to say she is in Arizona. It is unclear if Stratton and the dog are with her. Her Jeep is recorded on cameras near Flagstaff. There is no further sighting of the vehicle, Alcaraz, Stratton, or the dog. The friend was intending on continuing the road trip with Alcaraz, but she wanted to try and find Stratton, who hadn't been seen who had not been seen since he was separated from Alcaraz. And then it says, Alcaraz left the Super 8 motel in Moriarty. I know I'm saying that wrong. A town about 40 miles east of Albuquerque at around 7 a.m. on May 6th and has not been seen since. Yeah, reminds me of Gabby. And I wasn't in true crime, but I was. I didn't know about YouTube, or I would have been really enthralled, guys. But anything that I could get, I don't think I knew about. No, that's actually how I got introduced to YouTube, I believe, was the Gabby Petito case. They both refused the press charges. Yeah. Yeah, they sure did. It's so similar. It's just, okay, hold on. I have a question about this now that I'm thinking about it. Hold on a freaking minute. I know bruises don't pop up like super, super fast, but you know that there was definitely welts or redness. Who was that officer that was caught? Who was that police officer that let her go? He dropped the boyfriend off a couple exits away. Like they're not going to meet back up. How many domestic violence cases has this officer worked? Because apparently 0, because that's what always ends up happening, especially if they're from Tennessee and they're all the way in New Mexico. Why would she, you know what I mean? Like I mean, even as a person, I wouldn't want to like just leave someone on the side of the road. But then again, I wouldn't want to be around somebody that just hit me. This is crazy. I just was like, this is weird. Oh, y'all, one of my friends had her hands put on her, and I told Vincent about it. And the look that he gave me was sheer and utter, he was confused. Genuinely confused as to why a person would put their hands on another person. Like, that's how good he is. Like, he doesn't even think of bad stuff like that. He doesn't go in his head. Do you know what I mean? I love that about him. And I'm like, I love you. You know what I mean? Like, because he's like, what? Why? Like, he was so confused. Oh, some of them were older. So so she's been getting, it's a lot recent too. Avery said some of those are older bruises. The red ones are recent. The black are 5 to 7 days old. The yellow are 7 to 10 days old. Wow. I'll put the picture back up here. You can kind of see, I guess, that they could be in different little stages of healing, huh? Looks like her. Oh. I don't even know why people do those things that they do. Nothing enrages you more, Ashley? Yeah. I don't understand it. I just don't. My friend wrote me today, and I love her to death. And if she's listening tonight, I love you. I love you so much. I've known her since I was 9. And she wrote me out of nowhere. And she's like, I miss you. And I'm like, oh, I love the message, and I miss her too. And then she wrote me to tell me she had let her ex back in her life, and she knew I wouldn't approve. And he's cheated on her twice in the last 5 weeks. And I'm like, we are almost 40 years old. What is wrong with people? If you don't want, I mean, you know, I guess I'm not so this is coming from like, if I was, I don't know, I just can't wrap my head around it. Like, why not leave? Just, you would think he would leave. I don't know. But I guess not. I'm going to show this here. Actually, we'll go back a little bit. I'm going to show you this little video here because it kind of goes over the beginning of it. Let me see if
it's a trip. She's
rewind it a little bit.
A Cheatham County family desperate to find their loved one missing for several weeks, now known to be traveling across the country with her boyfriend, wanted out of Cheatham County. Stephanie Langston spoke with a family member of Nikki Alcaraz and has the latest details in their efforts to find her.
I don't know what to do anymore.
The family of 33-year-old Nikki Alcaraz, who is also known as Nikki Cunningham, feels as though they have exhausted their search efforts.
I talk to her, almost every day. So I am scared, something happened to them.
It's been nearly 3 weeks since Tony Alcaraz last talked with her sister, who had set out in her black Jeep with her boyfriend Tyler Stratton and a dog to visit family in Orange County, California.
It's a trip she's done hundreds of times. Our uncle is still in Southern California, and she goes to see him often.
But in New Mexico, the couple got into a fight, according to a May 4th Torrance County Sheriff's Office report. A witness saw Tyler punch Nikki in the face. The report goes on to say Tyler claimed he was also hit, with blood coming from his mouth and nose. However, neither wanted to press charges.
Do you think he was really hit? I'm not trying to, do any conspiracy theories here, but if, let's just say that she had multiple staging of bruising on her body, do you think that he would do something like hurt himself and be like, I'm blaming this on you, so we'll both go to jail? So that way she says, I don't want to press charges, because she's going to think I'm going to go to jail too, because he has injuries and I have injuries, although her injuries were horrific. Because I've seen people do some crazy shit. Me and my dad, one time, we watched a girl punch. She knocked her own self out because her and her boyfriend were fighting. We watched it in front of our house. They were like they were our neighbors. She punched herself in the face. People be crazy. I hope she did punch him back too, Tammy. Yeah. I hope she got a couple in. She looks like a no shit taking kind of gal, and I like that. So I'm really hoping this is all going to be, good.
According to the report, and were given rides, with Nikki dropped off in Moriarty, where she called her sister.
She was crying and upset. Her eye was already turning black, and you could tell she was beat up pretty bad.
Tony wishes police would have arrested both of them, saying then maybe the couple wouldn't be missing today.
And I just feel like maybe the correct steps weren't necessarily taken.
Tony says shortly after the fight, a family friend drove to New Mexico, where he met up with Nikki.
That morning when they were supposed to leave, she told him that she had to go back and find Tyler because she had a bad feeling. And so he left without her.
Tony believes that friend was the last person to see her sister on Saturday, May 6th. Nikki did, however, communicate with Tony via text 2 days later, saying she was in Arizona with plans to complete the trip to California.
And then I didn't hear anything else after that Monday morning.
While her phone now appears to be out of service, the family fears the worst.
I don't think she is, dead out there somewhere, but it's all possibilities at this point.
Now, of course, she says she's praying that that's not the case, adding that Nikki does have 2 children here in Cheatham County. The family filed a missing persons report in New Mexico, where Nikki was last seen. But tell me, a license plate reader picked up her Jeep near Flagstaff, Arizona on May 9th, and that's the last they've heard. The Cheatham County District Attorney General tells me his office has requested nationwide extradition on Nikki's boyfriend, Tyler Stratton. There is a warrant for his arrest for failure to appear on a probation violation that stems from a theft charge. Mark.
So, I mean, he's already got a theft charge warrant out for his arrest. So, he's a charmer. I know that she does have kids, and I'm assuming that they are with the ex, who is Evan Cunningham, is what I've heard. You'll go back on your anxiety medicine. Yeah, Alicia, I feel you there. We needed to take a little break from everything going on too. But this is Steven Tyler Stratton. This is Nikki's boyfriend. They were supposed to be going cross country, like the video said. They were going from Tennessee to I think it was Southern California or Orange County, California. So yeah, he's missing, but his family has stopped all communication with Nikki's family and with law enforcement, but they put out a missing person on him. And I guess that's fair. They probably do. If it's your family, you do your missing person. My family does But I don't know. I think that unity in these kind of things is always important. Where's the dog summer? We don't know. That's what I'm wondering too. We don't know where any of them are. Yes, Jan. Yeah, Ellie needs better training in DV for sure. And mental health in general. Just mental health, domestic violence, and all of that. I feel like a lot of times officers, if they're going to go out on a call like that, they should have a counselor or somebody that's police trained, you know, but mental health qualified to talk to victims. So they don't know where the dog is. I've been seeing like stuff on Twitter, like floating through, saying that they may have seen her walking down the road, but she didn't have the Jeep or the dog, and Tyler wasn't with her. But there's no like validity to that. So let's see what else we have. This one will go over the similarities. Okay, so we'll watch this first. Oops. Maybe. Oh yeah, this is the page I wanted to show you. So it just says, brother of missing Tennessee woman claims truck driver had to pull her boyfriend off her after was seen punching her in the face. And she was last seen leaving motel on a mission to find him. So this will go over the incident a little bit more. It says the brother of his I don't know, his gaze, his smile creeps me out. I'm sorry, it just does. It really does. The brother of a missing Tennessee mother of two has claimed her boyfriend attacked her in their vehicle with such aggression that a truck driver had to intervene and pulled him away from her. Nikki Alcaraz, 33, was last seen on May 6th in New Mexico. 2 days before, she was seen in an alleged violent dispute with her boyfriend, Tyler Stratton, 33, as they were traveling. The pair set out on a road trip from Nashville to Southern California in her black Jeep Wrangler with her dog. And I'll show you pictures of all that again, too. Now, Alcaraz, Stratton, and the dog and the vehicle are all missing, and relatives are concerned. There is no evidence that they are dead, but the family of Alcaraz say it is highly unusual for her to vanish. I mean, obviously, if you're calling someone's phone, and they said it was out of service. I'm going to look that up. I don't know what that definition exactly means in phone jargon. It was specifically, it didn't say it was turned off or out of order. It said out of service. I don't know what that means. Like if she didn't put money on her, maybe money on her phone, or didn't pay, I don't know, didn't pay the bill. But it says he beat her up pretty badly, says Josh Alcaraz. He told Fox 10 that a passing driver stepped in to help his sister. A truck driver had to pull him off her, call the police, and police picked him up, took him a couple exits down, and dropped him off. Like, I mean, did he drop her off like on like a few exits? Like, so if she got back in her vehicle, she would be traveling towards him, or did he take him 3 or 4 exits backwards? Like, this is, I'm so confused. Oh, actually, speaking of settings. Okay, good. I was like, oh, I hope my mic settings, sometimes it goes in my, maybe they possibly wrecked. We'll have to see their route. Summons and balloon. I would just think like you would think you would be able to like get help. Even if you're stuck somewhere, like start a fire. Especially if you're in California, probably easy to start a fire out there. That's what I'm saying, Summer. They didn't notice bruising. They didn't notice the red marks, like welts. You know, before there's a bruise, there is a big ass welt and a handprint, and that was a handprint. That looked like hands to me, holding her. So, and she had to have been upset. There's no way, like, there's no way that a woman would not be frantic in that situation. She said it happened. They said it happened inside of the Jeep. So it wasn't even like she was outside where she could run away from him. She was stuck in that little ass Jeep. Y'all been in a Jeep? They're smaller than they look. Like, and she was just, that's where he was doing all this. Took it off data or in airplane mode? Okay, thank you. And who the hell just doesn't arrest him for DV, assault, battery, something? I mean, If you don't want to arrest him, arrest her. Just get her out of that situation. Point blank, period. Arrest them both. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's what I want to know. How long have they been together? Avery said. Yeah, Avery said that too. I want to know how long they've been together. Because the husband, I have his Facebook pulled up, and he doesn't seem too concerned about life. And if I had an ex-husband, I don't know if those were the kids are with, but I'm assuming one or both. You would think that his, Facebook would be blown up with flyers for her. But it's more like, what are we doing for Memorial Day weekend? So I'll have to show you some of those too. Very sketchy stuff going on. So yeah, that's her and him. I guess in better days. I don't even think she looks happy there. He looks like he is on something. Like meth. I don't know why, but I'm calling it. It's the eyes are freaking me out. And then this is their cross-country journey. So they departed from Tennessee, and their destination was Anaheim County, and as far as we know, they didn't make it. They were last seen May 4th in New Mexico, but her sister received a text from, and I'm going to say Nikki's phone. I'm not going to say it was from Nikki. I'm going to say it's from Nikki's phone because we don't know who sent the text, but from Arizona on May 8th. So she should have been there by now, a long time ago. It's the 9th? It's a long time. We can watch this video here. This has her sister in it.
It's a story with some eerie similarities to the high-profile Gabby Petito case. A Cheatham County family desperate to find their loved one missing for several weeks, now known to be traveling across the country with her boyfriend, wanted out of Cheatham County. Stephanie Langston spoke with a family member of Nikki Alcaraz and has the latest details in their efforts to find her.
I don't know what to do anymore.
The family of 33-year-old Nikki Alcaraz, who is also known as Nikki Cunningham, feels as though they have exhausted their search efforts.
I talk to her, almost every day. So I am scared, something happened to them.
It's been nearly 3 weeks since Tony Alcaraz last talked with her sister, who had set out in her black Jeep with her boyfriend Tyler Stratton and a dog to visit family in Orange County, California.
It's a trip she's done hundreds of times. Our uncle is still in Southern California, and she goes to see him often.
But in New Mexico, the couple got into a fight, according to a May 4th Torrance County Sheriff's Office report. A witness saw Tyler punch Nikki in the face. The report goes on to say Tyler claimed he was also hit, with blood coming from his mouth and nose. However, neither wanted to press charges, according to the report, and were given rides, with Nikki dropped off in Moriarty, where she called her sister.
She was crying and upset. Her eye was already turning black, and you could tell she was beat up pretty bad.
Tony wishes police would have arrested both of them, saying then maybe the couple wouldn't be missing today.
And I just feel like maybe the correct steps weren't necessarily taken.
Tony says shortly after the fight, a family friend drove to New Mexico where he met up with Nikki.
That morning when they were supposed to leave, she told him that she had to go back and find Tyler because she had a bad feeling. And so he left without her.
Tony believes that friend was the last person to see her sister on Saturday, May 6th. Nikki did, however, communicate with Tony via text 2 days later, saying she was in Arizona with plans to complete the trip to California.
And then I didn't hear anything else after that Monday morning.
While her phone now appears to be out of service, the family fears the worst.
I don't think she is, dead out there somewhere, but it's all possibilities at this point.
Now, of course, she says she's praying that that's not the case, adding that Nikki does have 2 children here in Cheatham County. The family filed a missing persons report in New Mexico where Nikki was last seen. But tell me, a license plate reader picked up her Jeep near Flagstaff, Arizona on May 9th, and that's the last they've heard. The Cheatham County District Attorney General tells me his office has requested nationwide extradition on Nikki's boyfriend, Tyler Stratton. There is a warrant for his arrest for failure to appear on a probation violation that stems from a theft charge. Mark.
All right, Stephanie, thank you.
Okay, sorry. Are you talking about the picture? Yeah. Yeah, the last recording was Flagstaff, Arizona. And that was a text message that came from Nikki's phone to her sister. But we don't know for certain, if that was Nikki. And I haven't seen any other like I said, this has really only hit like Twitter as far as I've seen anyway. This doesn't sound good at all. No, it doesn't to me either. And this little article will go on like the little similarities between the Gabby Petito and the and then this case here, because there are similarities for sure. Hold on one second, guys. Okay. Oh, that's a good idea about putting those in public places. Do you think, I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to think positive. I'm trying to think like, do you think he dropped her off somewhere and she's walking along the highway somewhere? But I mean, or a road, but somebody would have found her by now. This is since May 6th. That's a long time. Yeah, especially bad if they haven't seen either one of them. Yeah, that's the concerning part to me. And like, they I guess they said that like Nikki talks to her family very often, like, pretty often. And then and then the parents to just like not want to talk to law enforcement and they don't want to talk to the other family members. It's just very weird. Let's see. Oh wait, I don't know if I was actually done with this. Showing you guys this, but looks like I am now. Cause it's not letting me go back.
It's a story with some
Oh, no.
similarities to the high.
That's okay. And this is just like another post or another article. Let me back out of the chat and come back in really quick. Man, this chat has not gotten any better. And I know it's not just us. It's like everybody's chat. Oh, thanks, Nookie. I don't even know if they found the Jeep. I don't think they found anything. That's what I'm wondering. I haven't heard anything about a Jeep. Like, I mean, I heard about the Jeep. Sorry. I was trying to read the chat. I haven't heard about like them finding the Jeep, finding the dog, finding her personal belongings along like a highway or his personal belongings, along a highway or somewhere. The hotel, we haven't gotten a lot of information out of that. The whole motel, was it Motel 8 or Motel 6 or something they're called? I forget. So the chat has been like really crappy. YouTube's going through some it's broke. YouTube's been broke since this weekend. It will make the chat just not go in order, and it's everybody's chat. Your chat's good tonight? Mine's not. You switched from top chat to live. Oh, I'm on live chat. Well, mine comes in because I have to I have to review. So that'll help me out. Okay, if you guys just remember when you put in the chat, don't put all emojis because then that will be held for review. I know it's stupid. It shouldn't be held for review. It's not like you're putting like crazy naked emojis in there, but it says excessive emojis is one. And then just like even like the craziest ones will be so sweet. It'll be like, subscribe, and share her content. And it'll be like, review it. And I'm like, but keep those ones coming. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Don't forget. Chat's good for you guys? Okay, good. It's good on my side now, so we'll see. It says, and this is kind of going to go over what we kind of already read, but might be a little redundant, but there'll be like little nooks and crannies of new information. And then we'll hop over to Twitter to see if there's anything else that's new that hasn't come out since we've been on the live. It says a Tennessee woman has gone missing after heading out on a cross-country road trip with her boyfriend several weeks ago, in a case that shares some eerie similarities with the high-profile 2021 disappearance of Long Island native Gabby Petito. Nikki Alcaraz, 33, who is also known as Nikki Cunningham, set off from Nashville with her boyfriend Tyler Stratton and their dog in her Jeep in early May to visit family in Orange County, California. Her sister Toni Alcaraz told local outlet Sunday. And also her Jeep has camo, you never know, camo seat cushions or seat covers, so just keep in mind. Nikki last communicated with Toni over text on May 8th, telling her she was in Arizona and planned to complete the trip, according to the report. Then I didn't hear anything else after that Monday morning, Toni told the outlet. I talk to her almost every day, so I am scared something happened to them. The couple had a run-in with cops on May 4th in Torrance County, New Mexico. A witness saw Stratton punch Alcaraz in the face, a Torrance County Sheriff's Office police report said, according to the article. But Stratton, who had blood coming from his mouth and nose, told officers he had been attacked by her, the report said. Clearly, you can see who had the worst wounds. I don't even have to look at him to know that a little bloody nose and a little bloody mouth is not going to be worse than what she had. It says neither wanted to press charges, and authorities said they were each given rides to different places, according to the outlet. Where was that Gabby got, and that Gabby and Brian got pulled over in? Was that Idaho or Utah? Because I was thinking for some reason it was the same state, but I think it was Idaho or Utah. But that's crazy. They just separate them for a little bit. This is not kindergarten. You didn't just, pick your nose and wipe your boogie on your classmate. And they got to separate you for 10 minutes in the corners. This is physical injury and harm. That's crazy. It says her eye was already turned. Oh yeah, this is what Tony's saying. So, it says Alcaraz then called her sister, crying and upset. Toni told the outlet her eye was already turning black, and you could tell she was beat up pretty bad. Toni told the station of the phone call the two shared after the incident. Okay, so this is right after the incident. It's not like these were sent to her sister. So I wonder how long she had this happen to her before she took the pictures and sent them to her sister. I'm going to assume it was around the same time because she looks like she's really upset. And, yeah, they gave Brian a hotel room. Yeah, here you go, stay the night. Moab, Utah. Yeah, you're right. Thank you, Teresa, for the tip line. I meant to put it in my banner tonight, and I was about to ask you guys for that. Thank you. Put that up on here. It's so sad. Look at her, and her sister makes it sound like it's I'm sorry, but it says her eye was already turning black. Already, honey, Tone, my girl, your sister's eyes definitely 100% black, if you'd ask me. Little Miss No Name, hello, I love that name. Yeah, Avery, you want to come up? Sure. Let me invite you up and let me put on my headphones. Because you've been really into this one too, you said. Which ones are these? I'll do one headphone. Justice broke YouTube, yeah. Okay, yep. And then also, the tip line is on the screen right now. It's 505-832-6060. Is Justice back in here? Just disappeared on me. What did you do? Too many emojis? You know, like, it was just weird that the emojis is a thing. Okay, let's see. Where was I at? The dog is so stinking cute. I was going to try to share this. That way you'll have like a missing persons flyer to look at. Let's go ahead and see what's going on. Okay, so it says here. Wow. Okay, so I'm reading just like the latest. Oh, let me let me.
Hey.
Hello.
Oh, do I have an echo?
I don't think so. Do I?
I think there's one when I talk.
Maybe it's actually. Oh, whoops. Let me pull this back up there. Is that better?
Let me see.
Or actually, I can still hear me. I think it's on mine.
It might be me.
I might need to. I think my headphone isn't plugged in. That's the problem. I'm like, wait, it's me. I can hear it now. Which one am I on? I don't even. I have 3 headphones on here. That's bad. There we go. It should be better in a second. Okay, is that better?
Let me see. Yeah, it's gone.
Okay. Okay. I'll say no one even said anything in the chat either. I just got onto. Let me see. I'm like, all my tabs are like crazy up here too. I got on here and Nerdy Addict just added. He says, per friend of Nikki, it says at the Pascal show, witnesses saw Tyler beating Nikki in the car. Nikki was taken to a truck stop, and Tyler was taken about 10 miles away to Edgewood after their car was impounded by law enforcement. Tyler broke Nikki's phone during the fight, but she replaced it. Of course she did, but so I guess the cops, this doesn't make any sense.
Wait.
So they get in a fight. Let me share this tab with you. This doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
It says per friend of Nikki. Did you hear it?
No,
Did
I
you hear
hadn't
it,
heard
Pascal?
this.
Yeah.
But this is very confusing. That's why I wanted to come up.
Yeah, it says witnesses saw Tyler beating Nikki in the car. So that car must have been a rockin'. Nikki was taken to a truck stop, and Tyler was taken about 10 miles away to Edgewood after their car was impounded by law enforcement. So why was their car impounded? And then it says Tyler broke Nikki's phone during the fight, but she replaced it.
But if their car, see, it doesn't make any sense because if their car was impounded, then how was it caught on a tag reader in Flagstaff?
Oh, that's true.
And
It's
so
supposed to be her friend, too,
the other thing that I'm not understanding is I was reading where when they had the fight in New Mexico, and then a family friend came to New Mexico to get her. And the next morning when they were going to leave, that's when she said, "No, I have to go find Tyler." So the family friend he just left her.
Yeah. So
Why
okay,
would
I
you
thought I read something about that, and so that's when she left the motel.
Yeah, and I'm like, why? But why would you drive all the way to New Mexico to get somebody, and they've just been, beaten up, and then the next morning when they say, "Well, let me go find Tyler," just up and leave him. That doesn't
Yeah.
make any sense either.
No, you would think you'd be like, let's go find Tyler.
But according
If
to
you're going to do something,
yeah. So, but according to the report that I just read, that family friend is actually the last person to see her alive.
Oh, the friend that's on Pascal's?
Oh, I
It just,
haven't even
I
looked at
don't
his
know.
channel.
It just said that it says per friend of Nikki on at Pascal show. So I
Oh,
don't know.
I don't
See,
know.
she might be like on there. It says
I
yeah, I mean,
can't.
that's just so, oh, that's so weird to me. My screen, that just turned black. That was weird. It went from like white to black. Um, Let me see if there's anything else. I'll just like refresh this page because they're pretty on it on Twitter. It seems
Yeah,
like anyway.
I haven't clicked on Pascal. I can't watch two shows at one time.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I can't do that either. I can't do a show and watch it at the same time. I thought maybe
Yeah,
I'd
that'll mess
do
me up.
something.
So, but okay, so
Yeah.
but it looks like okay, in those pictures, um, in one of the pictures she has a hospital blood pressure cuff on her arm. So some of the photos are taken in her Jeep
I
and some
saw
of them are
that.
taken in a hospital. So I don't know if these are like two different instances.
Yeah, that's a really good observation. I saw that, and I don't even know why I didn't put two and two together because I said something about it earlier about when I hurt myself and was in the hospital. That's what I noticed because it looked like
Hmm.
she's sitting on like a gurney or some sort.
Yeah, and she's got a blood pressure
Looks like,
cuff. Girl,
yeah,
I've been all over this story all day today because I got bad Gabby Petito vibes from it.
yeah. No, the more and more I read about it, the more and more it's like that. I
And
can't
how
find the picture.
three why I mean 3 weeks and we're just now hearing about it.
I know. I haven't heard anything about this. It hasn't been on anywhere.
It's terrible. That
It's
is
really
absolutely terrible.
3 weeks. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can pull up those pictures. I don't know where the picture went. It might actually be.
I would
Nope,
be
that's
livid if my child disappeared on a trip and 3 weeks later it's just now hitting the news. I would be
yeah.
so livid
I
because
would be
how
too.
are people supposed to be looking out for her? And no,
Exactly. And I mean, what do they have? They can't do an Amber Alert. I mean, I don't know how that works for somebody that's older. You do the same thing though, right? I mean, she's a missing and endangered. You would think she'd be an endangered if she had a
yeah.
run in with the police and had all these bruises on her body. Let me
And
see if
now
I
we
can.
don't even know what vehicle to look for if they're saying the vehicle's impounded. So,
Yeah,
it kind of seems like because I don't know what state, would do a press conference. So, but it seems like the feds would,
that's
the
what I
feds,
was wondering.
yeah, because they're crossing state lines, so it would have to be federal. But they need to give us some kind of updates with concrete information so we know where to be looking for her.
Yeah, and they haven't put anything out.
Oh, yeah. See the picture on the right? See the blood pressure cuff?
Yeah. Is that what that is on her little arm? Okay. I
Uh-huh.
was wondering what that was. It's like one of those disposable ones or something, it looks like maybe. Like the
Uh-huh.
ones they just put on you. Okay. Well, I saw that they had wrote on her and I thought maybe she had hurt herself. Do you see how it says below? I don't know why she's wrote on right there.
I
It
can't see that.
it's right underneath where it says Calvin Klein.
Oh, I thought that was a tattoo.
Oh, is it?
That's what I thought.
So okay, because to me, I injured myself on that side, so they wrote on me a lot. So that's what I thought, but you're probably right. It's probably a tattoo.
Oh,
You're probably so
yeah.
right.
Yeah,
I
I
went
mean,
the opposite way, but I thought maybe she had hurt something there.
that could be it too, because it clearly looks like two different, I don't know. Her
It's
hair's up in both of them, and I see like
yeah, the
the red
handkerchief.
handkerchief in both.
It
So
looks like
I
she's
don't know.
yeah. She got oh okay. So Jan said she got the Jeep out of impound. So she
Oh,
must have
okay.
went and bought a new phone, got the Jeep out of impound.
That
Thank
was
you,
a hell of a
Jan.
fight, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, look at that. I've never seen anything like it.
I mean,
I
he
mean,
broke her phone, um, broke her phone. She's clearly beat up. And then the police said that the blood definitely came from a punch from her to him because the blood splatter was on the driver's side door
oh,
and
so
the
did
runner. But why didn't the police arrest him then?
yeah. You would think because
Why?
usually when there's a domestic dispute and they come to your house, one of y'all are going to jail now because we're not in the 80s anymore, 70s when they they come over and they just say, "Hey, keep it down," and separate people.
Yeah.
They don't do that anymore. They take one of you guys. Like one of y'all are getting hauled to jail. So
Yeah.
why are we having these cases where no one's getting hauled to jail?
Yeah, like I'm just not buying this whole, well, they both refuse to press charges
Yes, we take them
because
a couple exits down
yeah, and it shouldn't be up to them
and
to
then
press
impound her
charges.
car. So she's stuck wherever she's, at that truck stop.
But why, if there was no charges pressed, why would the car be impounded?
Exactly. I'm wondering was there something in the car? Like, what state? I mean, I wonder if there was like marijuana or something stupid in the car. Just enough to that, you know what I mean, for them to impound it or, have a reason
Yeah,
to. But it would just, I mean, that would just be stupid it's like just, I would at least give her the car, drop him off the
yeah,
opposite direction. I don't know. But I mean, not even drop, I mean, I would arrest him, but I'm just saying if they're going to be stupid like that. Like, I've never heard of this stuff until I got onto YouTube. Do you know what I mean? This stuff I don't
yeah,
feel like hits the mainstream media because they're just like, we don't even want to talk about it because it's that bad. It's
yeah.
like that many people failed. And it's like,
Gosh, in those
where do you
those
start?
pictures, they're so they're so triggering, and I was zooming in on them because I was wanting to see like the different colors, and because I want to like if this is like a long term abusive relationship, which is what I'm gathering from her family's concerns, like I just don't even understand why would she go on a trip with him if he's an abuser. I so much doesn't make sense to me.
I know, it doesn't make sense to me either. There really needs to be a presser, as Teresa said. I know, I
It
just looked it
really
up.
does. Yeah, because we're confused. We don't know where to be looking. I have all kinds of family in Arizona. I have family in California. I have a cousin, Bobby, in Orange County. Like I
Yeah.
could be telling these people, hey, be looking for this Jeep and be looking for this girl, but we don't even know. We don't.
Okay, so Reba, you made a good point. It said, did I hear there is a warrant out for the boyfriend's arrest? Why did law enforcement like drop him off then?
Probably
Did
a
it not catch
misdemeanor.
up?
I
Did
think
it
it's a
like,
misdemeanor warrant.
oh, misdemeanor warrant? They should have just still picked him up.
It's for a theft charge out of Tennessee
Oh,
for a failure to appear.
because I thought maybe, with him having that theft charge and then this happening, maybe he freaked out and he didn't want to go to jail for longer. If she said, I'm going to tell,
Mm-hmm.
what you did to me when I get back to my family or something where, because
Right.
she looks like the, I mean, and I love her for it, but she looks like the type that would say what was on her mind. Do you know what I mean? And maybe in the
Yeah,
moment,
yeah. But I
maybe
mean,
said something.
so the family friend who went to New Mexico to get her
Mm-hmm.
took the pictures of her and sent them to her sister. It still doesn't make any sense to me though. Why would this family friend the very next morning just up and leave her and abandon her there
Yeah,
because she wanted to go find him? I mean, maybe if it was a woman, I don't know.
that
This
is
is
weird.
very frustrating.
I see that there's like, it says, I wonder how long this is. I don't know if it's like, oopsie, oopsie. I didn't mean to. I was trying to see if it was like the whole show or if it was just like a clip, but I can't even rewind it, I don't think.
I'm gonna mute
Twitter.
because
Okay.
I'm gonna search. I'm gonna sleuth here. I want to see
Okay.
what I
Yeah, I know
can
that's what I'm
find.
doing too. Yeah, we're
Okay.
gonna find some stuff. Okay, yeah. And if any of you guys have questions in the chat, just let us know. I was trying to look to see if how long this Pascal was, if it was just like a clip or something, but let's see what else we can find. Because this is a very, very strange. This is strange, guys. Okay, so maybe nope, there's nothing there. It just says here, it says Tyler Stratton's family will not communicate with the family of Nikki Alcaraz, and they've opted to do the same with police. So, like, okay, if your kid is missing, your son is out there missing, let's just take Nikki out of the picture for a moment. If you have a son that's out there missing, wouldn't you want to work with law enforcement under any circumstances possible to help bring your child home. Like, this is weird. But I wonder if they would have passports, though, Teresa, to get over the border. That's the only thing. I don't know if they would. And if she was supposed to go to just California, she wouldn't just. I don't see her just piecing out and saying, like, let's go to, another country or Mexico or even another state if she's supposed to be visiting family. You would think. I don't know. I think they would have had trouble getting across the border. Because there's all that stuff's going on too over there actually right now. It's been on News Nation. You don't need a passport, Aaron, to go to... When did they do that? I thought you needed a passport to go to Mexico. I know you do for Canada now. Yeah, like the laundries. Yeah, I mean, like and she's a mother of two. Mothers of two don't usually just, take off and not come back. But I didn't know that you didn't need a passport. Wow. Huh. Oh, my family hasn't either, Cheryl. I haven't even talked to my brother in a year almost. Before that was like 3. You're all in my family. Your family's who you make them. Let me see. I'm trying to find anything else that's relevant. So it's prediction. Enton will head to Tennessee to cover and get more info on the Nikki Cunningham Alcaraz case. I wonder if they've been talking about it. Oh, actually, I wanted to read you this too. Okay, so it says here, it says her sister posted the following on Facebook. She was on her way to Cali and her boyfriend beat her pretty badly at a truck stop outside Albuquerque, New Mexico. Long story, but the cops didn't arrest him, only dropped him off elsewhere, and of course she wouldn't leave without him. When someone drove from Cali to get her, neither of them have been heard from since. That was Saturday, May 6th, but the last text was Monday morning. Their phones are dead or off, and they have no money. She always calls our sister every day, even when things are bad. Tyler is wanted in Davidson and Chatham. They're in her black Jeep Wrangler with Tennessee tags out of Cheatham, probably expired or close to it. Oh, okay. If you see them, him, or even the Jeep, contact the police ASAP. Please help us get Nikki back home. Wow. So her tags are expired or close to it. She's with an abusive boyfriend. This isn't looking good. She has no money. She may have a cell phone, but how would she have a cell phone if she doesn't have any money? Cell phones are pretty expensive, even if you just get a prepaid cell phone. That's going to cost you what, like $20-$50 or something for this cell phone?
Hey, Tanya, I just emailed you a link from Facebook, and it has her Facebook page lit up and his Facebook page lit up where you can click on their pages.
Oh, thank you.
Is your email's TitaniumBuilt Boo, right?
Yeah. I got
Okay,
the email. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I have her ex husbands too.
Yeah, we need
Is
to
it-
be really nosy right now. Like, we
Yeah,
need to
is
be
this
all
one
up in
him?
their business.
Is it right here? This one? Oh, okay. So yeah, all these. Oh wow.
Yeah, so are their names lit up in that post? Yeah, their names are lit up. So you can
Oh,
click
okay.
on Nikki's
So
name and
Nikki
Tyler.
Cunningham. So she did go as Nikki Cunningham.
And then Tyler's name is also lit up too, so we can sleuth
Oh
him.
yes. Oh, look at that. Oh, can we see anything? Oh, we can just see her pictures, I think, but okay, well she's got a car there. This is from August. Wow,
Oh,
she's like
man.
me. She don't post nothing. Oh, wait, it says,
Yeah.
oh, maybe I can't see everything they posted. It said, please try again later. I wonder if they're trying to shut her page down. What's this mean? This page didn't load properly, so you may not be seeing everything that was posted. Please try again later.
Oh,
Yeah. Like, do you think they're
what
trying to
does
shut her
that
page down?
mean? I've
Yeah.
never seen that before.
I've never seen that either. I don't really get on Facebook too much anymore, but she has 712 friends, so it looks like that's about right. I mean, oh wait, there's some information up here. She's from California, that's why she's traveling. I knew she had family there, but I wasn't sure if she had lived there before.
I'm gonna mute again. I'm gonna go click on hers and his and see if we have any mutual friends.
Okay. That's such a good
Sometimes
idea.
sometimes that happens. I'll end up having mutual friends.
Yeah, it took me forever to find her ex-husband. I was like, man, because his Evan Cunningham. I'm like, oh my, there's a horrible amount of Evan Cunninghams in the world.
Oh, yeah, that's very common.
So
This
she's
poor
got,
girl. I just
I
hope it's
know.
something. I don't know what it could be though for 3 weeks.
I just don't like that they're both missing. Like the cops haven't found him or her. Or
Yeah.
anybody hasn't seen him. No one's seen her.
And we don't know if police have checked to see if her bank cards have been used or his bank cards. Like we don't know. We don't know
What is this?
anything.
Is this her picture? Is that him? That doesn't look like the same guy. Who's this guy?
Ruh-roh.
Yeah, like that's not. Oh,
What
what is
year
this
is
picture?
that?
I don't know. Oh wait, this might be from the. Oh, this might be really old. You might be right because remember she hasn't posted in a while. This is from 2022. I'm like, but I'm like, so that means they probably haven't been together that long.
Oh, so that must
Well, it says,
be.
oh, this looks like someone maybe passed away that she knows.
Oh,
Because it says,
okay.
I hate this. It breaks my heart. 10 months ago. Nikki replied. It won't, oh, there it says, girl, I'm dying. My heart is shattered. Aw.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm wondering, I mean, they look like they are a couple, though. They don't look like friends. I think they look like more of a couple. But maybe that's just me,
Yeah.
body language, but maybe not. But so maybe they haven't been together that long, her and this new guy. I don't know.
Hmm.
That's really sad. And there's like another picture of her. I wonder if that's her sister. I don't know.
She's a
pretty.
very, very beautiful girl
Very,
too.
yes, very.
hmm
Just trying to see if there's anything that was relevant. Yeah, these are all like old. I was just trying to see what she was like. Oh, it's so sad, you know? Oh, I don't want to
Yeah.
dox her home and put her house out there. I don't know if that's
Oh,
right or
maybe you
not.
can find her sister. Um, if you don't already know her sister's Facebook page, maybe you can
Actually, I don't know. What's her sister's name? I think I wrote that down.
click on
Let's go back.
like where it says see more
Yeah.
info. Sometimes they have their family members listed.
Oh yeah. It's so
Sometimes.
good. They got friends, movies. I don't think I saw anybody family wise. It says married. I mean 2022. And it's not. Wait, is it this guy? Hold on, let me get to his pic. Let me get to a picture of him. Is that the same guy?
That's the guy in the picture that we were just looking
Is
at
it?
that had his head
Okay.
up to her.
So that's the ex-husband.
Oh
Evan.
no. So is he? I wonder if
Yeah.
he's passed away.
No. Because he's been on his Facebook. I actually got his Facebook.
Oh.
And I was going through it and it was like not even concerned. He is not concerned for her. Like, let's see.
But
Where'd it
isn't
go?
that the same guy in the picture where they
That
were
does look like him. Where did it
saying,
go?
well, maybe they were
Here.
just talking about them splitting up. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. That's like too many people to fish through that, but let me see. Where did that picture go? Wait, I don't know. This guy looks a little more rounded.
Oh yeah, now that you put it back
Yeah.
up, he does, huh?
Yeah, he
He
looks a
looks
little
more
more fuller.
Hispanic. I think
Yeah. He
he's
looks like
Hispanic.
he's got like like he's got olive skin
Mm-hmm.
compared to
Yeah, I
like,
think
you know, this guy. But no, this guy, he doesn't really have a whole lot of care in life right now. I'll go through his page. Let's see. I was going through it a little bit earlier. Like, see, like today, Happy Memorial Day. Let me see if I
Yeah.
can refresh it.
I mean,
That
we
was
have to
from
be
earlier.
nosy for the
We
greater
do.
good right now.
Yeah. And I never get on Facebook, so that's probably why I'm like, how do we do this? So yeah,
I
let's do a bunch
know,
of
me
shots of
too.
tequila, it says, and tell each other how we really feel. Like that's what
So
I would put.
he doesn't seem worried at all, huh?
No, he's not. Like having kids and not being in their life should be embarrassing. Yeah, 5 hours
Oh,
ago.
oh, that's a dig at
Yeah.
her.
Yeah, it has to be. She has two kids. You would think it would be with the ex-husband. You would think, or there's some sort of relationship there with those kids if they were stepchildren. But I'm thinking they're his. And she's still
What
going
it
by his
what's
last name on
what's it say
Facebook.
on life events on the left right there? What does that say?
Let me see. Where was I at? Started new job at Cunningham Paint and Landscape.
Oh, okay. I couldn't read
Yeah.
it. I thought maybe it said married.
Oh no, I don't see
So
nothing
he's
like
throwing
that.
out
So
jabs.
he's not, let's go on his about. No relationship info to show. So that means he's probably stringing her along. I know people like that. They'll be like, I don't want to put my relationship status on Facebook, but I think you should. Like, like I'm telling you, I know people like that. My best friend was
Yeah,
like that. God bless her heart.
I know.
She didn't want
I know
anyone to know
people.
she was taken.
I told my daughter
Smart.
because every time her and her boyfriend, well, they were engaged and they would break up, get back together, break up, and oh my goodness, I kept seeing it in my news feed. She's in a relationship, and then she's single, and then she's in a real. I'm like, you know what? Just stop this shit and put that
Yeah.
private.
The memes are what gets me. I always know when my friends are in a relationship or when they're out of one
Oh,
because
definitely.
they're meme bombing each other, but they're in the same room because they live together. So it's like
And all,
and it's like we all know that on the outside. It's insane. It's
and you know it's a
incredible.
bad breakup when people start posting public memes.
Yes. When you're posting public and you have no relationship there.
Lord.
So yeah, because he has only posted I think a couple little things. Says she's not a bad texter. She's just been on some other guy's boat all weekend. Okay. He has like these really weird ones. Designing T-shirts. Must
So
be.
the one about not being in your kid's life, was that today?
Oh,
Five
yeah,
hours
that was
ago?
5 hours ago. Yeah, today.
What do the
Yeah,
comments
and
say? Is
there's
there any
no
comments?
comments. No, but there's
Oh,
two shares. But I don't know if it'll show me. Oh, no
dang it.
public shares. Oh, but it'll tell me who liked it. I should take a picture of that for later. In case we need that, in case this page comes down. I don't I don't want to
I'll
like
be
dox
on the
anybody,
call
but
meeting.
I'm just gonna take that picture just so I can hang out with your friends for a little bit later. Um, but yeah, like he
We're
put
not
something down here.
stalking you. We're just gonna be friends of friends.
Yeah, we're just gonna friend them and hang out. All the hustle early morning, late nights, and missed parties will pay off one day. Okay. And that was 3 days ago. Trying to
Hmm.
see. He's posting these flyers bike night 4 days ago, but you can't reshare your own post. Oh, look at this 5 days ago. If I pass away unexpectedly, remind my kids every time you see them how much I love them and how I would do anything in this world for them. This is all I want. Hey, where are you at, bucko?
Oh,
Listen to
what's
me over
that?
here. I know I'm like
Oh,
amateur
that
detective.
that looks juicy. It's a
Yeah, it
text.
says, hey, what made you want to add me? I'm curious. And it says, I get tons of friend requests a day, so I just go through and accept them. Why? I was just asking, heart emoji. A lot of people do it because I'm cute.
Oh
And
my
then he put,
God.
oh, gotcha. Yeah, it wasn't that. Oh, yeah, that's why. Oh, because it wasn't that.
Okay,
Yeah,
that
I
woman's
like
not
that sting.
vain at all.
Yeah, that wasn't good. But, this is barbecue stuff. So, I mean, of course you gotta make sure you're doing your favorite barbecue.
So he's not sharing anything about her missing.
No, no, not for a while. And this is May 22nd. Stop trying to drag people to the next level with you. Not everyone wants to improve like you do. One comment. Boom. Okay. Guess that's all they had
I
to say.
wonder if he's the father of her kids.
I'm wondering too, because I'm not seeing any kids pictures. But I mean, I'm not saying like, a lot of people post their kids, but mostly people do post their kids on Facebook.
Do
I got,
men usually post
I,
their kids on Facebook?
my brother does.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I guess if you're in a happy relationship, you would, you know, I mean, happy with your kids and you want to post how cute they are. I don't know.
True.
My brother posts,
Yeah.
but I think he does it probably more. I think he does it. My brother's sentimental. I'm not even going to lie for him. He's sentimental. It says, oh, I may seem okay, but deep down inside, I'm waiting for someone to swing on me so I can see if I still got it. Okay, well, wow, how about that? Y'all do know we can tell when you're on drugs, right? Ooh, and that's what he posted. And that was the 17th.
Ooh, what are the comments?
Yeah, there's comments here too. And why do you understand that so well? Penny asked. And Evan said, I think it's a generational thing. Swear our life expectancy is 30. Well, how old are you, buddy? Because your ex-wife's 33. And then she did the slapping face emoji back. It says, I thought I was pretty clever hiding it. I was very wrong, Dustin said. Evan put, no one is. And then Dustin said, yeah, they're definitely not. Ain't this the truth? And yup. Wow. Well, they could probably tell if you're still on drugs too, my friend. Usually people that talk about other people being on drugs are people that are on drugs themselves. I'm sorry. I'm not going to say he's on drugs, allegedly. Because I'm not saying him. I'm just saying from my personal experience, like people that trash and badmouth the other parent on social platforms, it seems like they're the ones that are doing bad things too. And this is bad. Just posting this stuff. Your kids could see this one day. You know,
I
they
really
could
want
read
to know
this.
if he's the father of her kids.
Yeah.
Because that would be kind of strange that he's not sharing her disappearance if he is.
Yeah. And I'll show you too where he actually shared it. Like he shared it. It's going to go back a little bit. Right here. May 14th.
Oh, he did.
So
What
she
did
was
he
last
have to-
seen on the 6th. Or heard from on the 6th. And it says, updated with tag number, Nikki was apparently seen walking down the interstate in California last night, not confirmed that it was her at this time. And that was May 14th.
Oh, yeah. And they debunked that it wasn't her.
And look, this is like Lost, that girl's channel, Lost Souls, True Crime, Lost something, True Crime. I don't know. I just know it's a YouTube channel. I can't remember the name. I'm so sorry. I'm so bad at that. And then he posted like, it had been a little bit while, you know, just like a couple days before, but these were the only posts that I saw. And this was from May 13th. Well, there's this one. Okay, let's go back. Actually, maybe I stopped there. We'll see. So
Maybe that's when you got hit with the Frisbee.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's when I got knocked to my senses. Oh my gosh, that was funny today. I was like, really, guys? And then I had to give up and give it back to him. You know,
I'd have been mad. Oh,
I'm surprised I wasn't petty. I told Vincent. Oh, I went back far enough, but yeah, I told Vince. I said I wasn't petty out there. I was actually kind of cool for being old. Yeah, so it looks like that's May 3rd. So I wouldn't think that. Yeah, so that's him. That's all he has, really.
Okay, have you looked at her boyfriend Tyler's Facebook page?
I don't think we did. I think we just stopped at hers. No, we didn't. We stopped at hers.
Okay.
Let's see what he's got going on. What is that?
Your
laptop?
chat probably thinks I'm crazy. They're like,
Oh no,
but
they're probably like,
this is
no,
me sleuthing. This is how I sleuth.
they're probably like, no, they're probably loving it. They're probably Summer's probably like, man, I could take the night off. Summer's
I'll be
always
all-
sleuthing.
I'll be
So
all
yeah,
up in people's business.
So Summer, yeah, she'll send me. She's sleuthy. She's like,
Is she?
she's everywhere like me. Yeah, we're all over the Facebook.
She's my kind of girl.
Or the
Yeah.
YouTube streets. This one says that he studied at Nashville State Community College Foundation. What? What is this? What kind of college is that? Never. Why would you call it a college foundation? Does that sound weird to you? Is that just me? That's just probably me, but do they do that
I've
now?
never heard of it being called a foundation either. Just
Yeah.
community college.
Yeah. They only have 5.5 thousand likes or 5.5K likes. It's probably says something maybe. There's a picture of him.
He
a lot
looks
different there.
mean.
He does look mean. He
Yeah.
looks different in this picture. I mean, all the pictures, but that one he does look different. Like he looks. Oh, let me go back the other way. Let's see if we can. Like the kid doesn't take a good picture. He doesn't, even when he's smiling, he looks with the eyes or something. There's something about him
He's
that just
not too
gives me
good
the
looking
willies.
compared to her ex.
Yeah. I wonder, I wonder what happened there.
I guess I
This is
shouldn't
so crazy.
compare looks, but
Hey, we judge you tonight over here.
I mean,
We
I'm
judge you
worried
tonight.
about her.
I am, no, I am too. As soon as I like started reading about this, I was like, oh my gosh, nobody's picked this up on YouTube yet. Because I saw it
Mm-hmm.
all over Twitter. And, they did do the interview at Pasco. I wonder what they said over there.
Can you guys hear the dogs barking in the background?
Uh-uh.
Okay, good.
I can't hear anything.
Okay.
I don't know if they can, but I can't.
Well, they're way
Microphones are
off.
expensive, Mindy said.
They're way off in the distance. So I didn't know if you guys could hear it or not.
Oh, yeah. No, I couldn't. We usually don't mind the dogs, though. They usually hear birds with me because I usually have the window open during the day. You'll hear the birds so
Oh,
bad.
yeah.
I was trying to see if there was anything else posted onto. Okay, so here's something 12 minutes ago.
Oh, it's
Oh, wait,
still
here's
on
more.
his pictures for me.
Oh, okay. So let me
It didn't
share this with you
fix.
because I went over to Twitter. It says 16 minutes ago, Nerdy Addict reported, or he sent this out from the Pascal show. It says Nikki sent a text stating she was dropping off Tyler at a homeless shelter in Flagstaff before vanishing. The friend on that Pascal show is a friend of family and a night judge/judiciary officer. Oh. And then it says 12 minutes ago, no missing person report has been filed for Tyler, despite his family saying they haven't heard from him. Nashville and
What?
Cheatham County have warrants out for his arrest for theft and failure to appear.
A homeless shelter in Flagstaff. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna mute. I gotta go Google that.
Okay. Oh, thank you, Jan. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, no, this is a new one. This is really new. I'm glad that she came up. Avery came up with me to sleuth. I'm actually gonna grab a drink really quick. So I'll be right back, guys. Hold on one second. Talk amongst yourselves and be nice.
Oh, okay. I see 5 homeless shelters in Flagstaff, so I guess they do have them.
I went to grab a drink.
Oh,
So they do have them. Okay, so
I see
um,
5 of them. Yeah.
yeah. So what did that exactly say again? Let's see. It said that she was dropping him off, but it doesn't say when. Like when was she dropping him off,
Yeah, we need details.
Yeah, like let's see if there's in the comments. Still find it sus as fuck that this family has filed a missing person that hasn't filed, yeah. Or it says has filed, but I think it meant hasn't. I'm assuming I don't know why his family would not put a missing persons thing out for him, other than if they just assume like, oh, the police are going to pick him up because they have a warrant out for him. But that's
I
just
can
stupid to think that way.
see. I just keep thinking about how Brian texts from Gabby's phone pretending to be Gabby. So do they know that this text really came from her or from him?
Yeah, that's what I said. So I mean, it came from her phone,
Yeah.
but we don't know it was a text, so we don't know who it was.
Goodness
I wish
gracious.
I know. I wish they would have like a press conference or something. Oh, okay. So Jan said that they checked all the homeless shelters and hospitals in Flagstaff and didn't find him. And Jan
Really?
is a good source for info. She had to come up here and give me the 166-page document when it dropped that one night for Brian Kohlberger. I couldn't
Oh,
find it. I couldn't navigate. She's like, "Can
yeah.
I just come up and show it to you, honey?" I said, "Please, please do,
Well,
Jan."
she saved
So,
me from because I was going to call tomorrow. I was going to call the shelters just to
yeah,
ask, just because I
yeah.
mean, I would like,
No.
I would do that, but
No, I love it that you're sleuthy like this. I'm the worst at like, I'm not the worst at sleuthing on Facebook, but I am at the same time. But one of my
Mhm.
best friends is the best at it. Like she knows what's going down on at any point at any time with
Well,
anybody.
you remember when Brian Walsh's wife, Anna, first went missing
Uh-huh.
in New York?
Yeah.
Anna Walsh. So we had a mutual friend on Facebook,
Oh
and I was
wow.
like, "Oh my goodness, we have a mutual friend." And so I messaged her, but it turned out just to be her a boutique store owner who she would purchase from, and the lady didn't know anything. So that's why I'm saying
Oh.
sometimes you do have mutual friends and you won't even know it.
Yeah. It says I don't know what this means, but it says like I don't know. This person don't have like a lot of followers, but I don't know who they are. I don't know. We'll go back. Oh wait, we're already on that. I'm like, are we on which tab are we on? I don't even know. It says, oh my god, again at the Pascal show, another Walmart involved in a case, and it's hashtag Nikki Alcaraz. Like, oh, Brian Netton's on the case. Look, someone
Oh,
just called that. Like, remember they called that like we were in the live.
yeah.
They were like, Brian Netton will be on it. So let's go on. That's what I was gonna do. I'm gonna go into YouTube and see if News Nation or anybody's like dropped anything. Like maybe they'll find something that we don't know because they usually put their videos out. Oops.
So what were you saying about Walmart?
Oh, so it said that it said something like that Walmart is going to be used. It says, oh my God, again. Oh, it just went away. It said something like the Walmart is going to be used to solve another case, and it had her hashtag. But the person that had
Huh.
wrote it, it was one of the latest posts, and they didn't have a huge following, so maybe they were just posting right here.
Oh,
This is it.
probably tricking us.
Yeah,
Tricker.
exactly. Yeah. So that's why I was like, oh, I don't know. And then that was from earlier. The
Hmm.
top one, Brian Netton.
Hmm.
Maybe they did do something. I don't know if they did a video yet or not. Oh, oops, looks like it. Oops. Shoot. Where are we at? I'm like, this is the same one. Oh, wait, this ain't News Nation. That's
Oh,
weird.
Brian has a separate page, and then News Nation has a page, and then there's like a News Nation
Oh, so he
fan
does.
filled. They have all
Oh,
kinds of
yeah.
different pages.
Yeah, I just didn't know if like, it says News Nation now, but when you bring it up, it's like a different place.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, see, okay, it says, it says about to get on a plane. Oh my God, who called it? Nerdy Addict, I think it was.
Yeah.
It said Brian Netton will be getting on a plane. Yeah, he's getting on a plane starting out in Tennessee. More tomorrow
Oh,
at
thank
News
goodness for
Nation.
News Daddy. We will finally
I
get
know.
information.
I really appreciate Brian Netton. I really do. That boy stood out in that cold and for Idaho, man, I felt so bad for him.
I know.
He looked frigid, but he looked like he was there for the case every time.
Every time. And
Every time.
he's so adorable to look at too.
I
He's
know.
just little eye candy.
I know. I didn't realize that he was getting married.
Oh,
Someone was saying
really?
that. Yeah, he's getting married. He's getting married and he has a husband.
What?
And yeah, that's what I said. I said, not my Brian N. I thought we were going to get married someday. So I said, well, I guess that's out. I even got a Brian N emoji. I was ready. I have my wedding dress. Vincent knows he's
I didn't
out as soon
expect
as Brian
that.
calls. Yeah, I think it was Teresa or someone that tried told me one night. And I was like, what? Because she
So
lives
he
in Florida.
really, he's, yeah,
Or
wow.
someone did. But yeah, I didn't know that either. Yeah. I said,
So he's
well, it
not
explains a
marrying.
lot. He's always looking all
Wow.
nice and handsome and sharp.
My radar is broken because I never would have guessed that.
Everyone's like, what? No. And Ashley's like, duh. How'd y'all not know that? I'm like, I did. Y'all brought the news to me. Okay, so it says the news in Nashville has updates. Let me see.
That explains why he's always dressed so good and his hair is so nice.
Yeah, no, yeah, he always is dressed really nice.
Wow.
Yeah, telling ya.
Isn't that interesting?
I was gonna see if I could find that news station that Teresa was talking about. She said maybe they had some new news out. WKRN. Are they on? Let's see. They're probably on. Everybody on YouTube. Let's see.
I'm still thinking about Brian Enton. That had totally
Or it might be
shocked
on their
me.
actual channel. Let's say they haven't put any videos. But yeah, no, me too. I didn't know either. I said, oh. I said, oh, wow. I said, what? I didn't know that. What's this? Oh, okay. Oh, that's really nice. The Gonzalez family wrote me back. Let me go over to my page real
Oh,
quick. Yeah, like I wrote them, and I'm gonna do a live on it too. I wrote them the other night, just asking if they had received, if they got, if you know, I told them that I was very sorry to hear about, you know, Kaylee and Maddie and everybody, but you know, I said, Kaylee, your daughter's Kaylee and Maddie, and is there anything I can do to help? I didn't tell them I had a YouTube channel or anything because I'm like, I'm not trying to do
yeah,
that. Like that just sounds gaudy and cheap to me.
yeah,
Like I have a YouTube channel. Like I didn't want them to even know that. Like I've never said that, and I'm like a member. I've been a member on their page for a while, but a lot of the facts have been going crazy in the case, and so I was just wondering if Kaylee had gotten her, if they had gotten Kaylee's personal belongings back, the ones that they had taken out of the house with Chief Fry.
hmm
And so I'll have to check the message and see if they answered that part. I don't know if they answered that part for me or not. But they did say something about they're going to be doing something for the girls, so I could definitely share that and stuff too.
wow.
But yeah, they're such a sweet family. Like really such a
They
sweet family.
they really do seem like a very tight-knit, close family. And I think her dad would stand, like, if they do the firing squad, you know, they usually pick either police or military, and they
Hmm.
don't tell the officer. The officers don't know which one of their guns has the actual bullet. So
Exactly, yeah.
most of the guns have blanks. I think I think Kaylee's dad would be in that firing squad if he could be.
Oh
I
yeah, I
really
think he
believe.
would do it
I really
tomorrow if
think
he could.
yeah, I think he would. And I
I
think
think
he would say, I want to know that I have the bullet.
yeah. Yeah, he's ready. I mean, did you see his facial hair for the court hearing?
Yeah, yeah.
He was, and I was like, and he's so swollen looking. He looked like he had been working out.
He
I'm
does.
like, is he working out? Because he looked bigger,
Hmm.
but not
Yeah.
fat. Like, oh, thank you, Jan, for gifting a membership. But
He
yeah,
definitely reminds me of the kind of man who, for his family, if he felt like he had to take justice into his own hands to get justice, like if he felt like, you know, the judicial system wasn't doing what needed to be done,
mm-hmm.
he definitely seems to me like the type of man who would do that for his child.
Yeah. Well, there was a guy who was that. Okay, this maybe someone in the chat will remember this. This is from the 80s, probably, or the 70s, 80s. But a guy did that. I don't know if his daughter was killed or
Oh,
raped and killed. And remember, he got close enough to the guy and he shot him and killed him.
yeah.
They're
It
walking him
didn't
through
he?
and he looks like he's on a phone. He acts like he's on like a telephone or something
Yeah, yeah,
or something like along those lines, but he ends up shooting him.
yeah.
And I'm like, well, you know, I mean, sometimes you got, I don't know, how would I think about that? I'm like, my dad probably would have done the same thing, but my dad was awfully crazy. He was a Steve
Yeah,
Gonzalez on crack. Like, you know,
yeah,
like he would have needed my mom to keep his pressure down because my dad would have
right.
already tried to get himself into the Latah County jail. He would have like changed his looks,
Well, yeah,
fingerprinted himself, rebranded himself to get himself in the jail. But my dad was a whole new level of nuts, crazy. That's crazy. So has anyone heard anything? I don't think anyone in the chat has heard anything new. But everyone said Steve's working out. We have been noticing, Steve, if you're listening, and we're here for it.
hmm
We are here for it. I have noticed that they look more reassured.
And it
But
might be too his way of um, coping, you know, with the stress
oh
and
yeah.
grief. Because
Oh
I know
yeah.
a lot of people who are like, if they're already into exercising, you know, they will, you know, turn to that like
Yeah, that's
very,
true. I used to do that with
hmm
running. I actually just talked about that last night on the live. I used to run every time I would get upset, I would run. It
girl,
was
if you see
like,
me running, you best believe something is chasing me.
yeah, no, I can't run now. My metal rods in my legs are, I'm like, I can't run. I do walk pretty quickly though. So
Nope, this girl don't
let's say,
run.
I don't think, Pulled a Caitlin Armstrong. I pulled in Caitlin Armstrong with a new face. Yeah, my dad would be doing some crazy stuff. He would, as Steve said, he would bring his own gun and bullets if they let him. Yeah, they would.
He probably, yeah,
They
I
probably
believe
have
it.
Steve go through a double metal detector every time when he goes. They're probably like, Steve, can you just get passed back through just for good measure?
Yeah.
Like, really, you know, I mean, it's sad, but it's the truth because Steve really wants justice. And but the way he words it, he's so good with his words. He's like, we want to make sure we've got the right person, the evidence is there, the justice is here. You know, like he wants
Yeah,
to follow the rules.
right.
He want, and it's hard. I couldn't imagine
Oh, I
where,
couldn't imagine either.
you know, I think we've talked about that on the channel. I'm like, knowing my father, my dad he would have either been a puddle, you know, not
Hmm.
unconsolable, or he would have been like Steve and like a bulldog.
Can you
It would have either
imagine
been
the,
Maddie or Steve, like Maddie's dad or Steve or Kaylee's dad. You know what I mean? Like, because they're both like
hmm
really opposite. That's how my dad's personalities were. Like, he would have went
yeah.
either way.
Could you imagine though the restraint it must take for him to be right in the same courtroom with the guy
Yes.
who's being charged for doing that to your child?
And that courtroom's so small.
I bet they have a
It's
ton of
small.
guards in between him
They
and
have
Mark.
to.
I'm just assuming they do because
Yeah. Because she
I
has a
don't think I
brother
could
too.
be. I don't think I could be in the same that close to somebody who did that to my child.
I don't think I could do it. And I guess that like they were saying that they thought they heard people crying in the gallery, but it wasn't people crying, it was the baby cooing. I thought
Oh,
that was kind of
Olivia's.
cute though. Yeah,
Yeah.
like that the baby was making like I thought that was really cute that the baby chose to do that and you know, cuz like I mean I
Yeah.
know they don't choose, but they coo all the time, but like I hope Brian hears that in his dreams or his nightmares. I hope it like that, you know, that baby sound
Mm-hmm.
visits him cuz he's just I mean, allegedly.
Yeah, I
Allegedly.
mean, we have to keep saying allegedly, but it's not looking too good for him.
No, I watched Swoop today. Do you watch her?
I love Swoop. I
Yeah,
love
so
her.
I haven't watched her in a while, and I watched some of her, and it's like Petty University is me to a T. I'm so petty.
Uh-huh.
I'm petty, and so I was watching her. If you guys don't watch Swoop, guys, go to her channel after this is over. Of course, watch her Idaho 4 documentary. She just did one a couple of days ago, 4 days ago, and I
Mm-hmm.
listened to it while I was at the pool today, and she made things just seem I don't know, it just seemed way more I was more assured. I had the
Oh yeah.
information. It was just facts. It wasn't all this convoluted shit that's out there. She even makes a pun. Like she even makes like a joke about it. Like, you know, what are the chances that Brian's brother's cousin's sister's friends did this and they have a white Elantra, just happen to have a white
Right.
Elantra that lived in the area 4 years ago. Now they live 300 miles away. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was like, thank you. It made my brain feel better. Probably because
Swoop.
I was in here,
She,
you know, arguing about it though.
yeah, Swoop is awesome, and I can't believe more people don't know about her. Like, did you see where Bailey Sarian met up with her and
No,
gave her an award?
Oh no, I didn't.
Yeah, but if you guys go to her channel, it's all caps
Yeah, here. I'll
SWOOP,
put it in the
and right
comments.
now she has blue hair.
Yeah,
But
it's like a tealish blue. It's so pretty.
you have to go watch her pinned video, which is a documentary that she did about her parents. And it's like back, you know, back in the day, I think before she was born, her father is black and her mother is white. And she
I
gets her
was
mom on the
wondering.
phone and they talk about a real life experience that they went through with the police as a couple. And it is a
Oh wow.
good,
Like her
good,
being
good
her dad
documentary.
was black and her mom was white.
Uh-huh.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
that would
you
be good to
have to
watch.
watch that documentary because I'm assuming her dad is passed on because it's just her mom that she has on the phone telling the story, but it will give you chills.
Oh, yeah, I have to watch that. I like the way that she presents things.
She's
I
amazing.
actually I didn't even know that she was a true crime channel. I just caught her because I saw the light that she had. And we're trying to
Yeah,
find a light for me and for my room. And so I was like, oh, I like this light, but it's really big. And
yeah.
so I was showing it to Vincent and I was like, wait, I think she's true crime. And then I just started watching her and I was like, oh, she's good. I
Yeah,
like
because
that she does the way she does it. And she made good points about Dateline. Because a lot of
hmm
people were saying, like, well, it was on Dateline, but she's like, is Lester Holt really going to put his stamp of a seal on something that's not true? Not at least he's going to go and fact check it a little bit, you know?
yeah,
She's like,
she
come
was
on,
like,
Lester. And she was talking about the other, I forget the other guy's name that does the other, what's his name?
the
Or Morrison.
yeah,
Keith Morrison.
Morrison.
Yeah. She's
She
like, do you
said,
think those guys are going to do that?
yeah, she's like, if it's coming out of his mouth, he checked that that purchase was made from Amazon.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah, I know. Well, that was funny because I said something about it in the chat like one night. I was like, he probably bought that thing on Amazon, guys. And then
hmm
it came out that Dateline episode, and here comes Summer in the chat. She's like, "You were right, Tanya." She said he
Yep.
got that thing off Amazon. I said, "Well, it's nice to be. I'm an introvert. I don't like going out and being around people. I could see me
Yeah.
ordering something on Amazon or anywhere online. Like I'm
Yeah.
just, I used to work with the public. I don't know why, but now that I'm behind the screen, I'm cool. I don't really talk about I'm
Since
cool with
I
being
got
around a bunch of
into
people.
true crime, I became more introverted because I don't trust places. I don't trust like big events. I don't trust I don't know. I've
Hmm.
really lost a lot of trust since I've been into true crime, especially like all the school shootings and stuff. Oh,
Yeah. And it's like one after the other. There's schools, I don't know if it's for the full state of Texas, but
hmm
they're talking about having armed guards at every
hmm
school,
They
which I
need
mean,
to.
that's, you know,
They honestly need
yeah.
to.
If
Either
I had a
that or
child, I would feel better. I would not, I probably would be homeschooling if I had I mean, I know I would be one of those parents that would be way too much in their business.
hmm I
Because that's just me,
homeschool.
you know?
Yeah,
I would be a
I
helicopter parent for
homeschool.
sure. Yeah, and I was homeschooled and I liked it. I
hmm
enjoyed it. I
As
graduated
long
early.
as long as you're consistent and keep your child's schooling recorded with the state, that way they can go on to college,
Hmm.
then I think it's great.
Oh, I think it is too. Does anybody homeschool their kids? Or did anyone homeschool? Did you get homeschooled, Avery?
I didn't know. My
You
mom,
didn't?
my I had working parents, so
Yeah, well, I did too, but then when I was 17, I was in a car accident. So
hmm
that forced me to have to stay home. So by that time, I could take care of myself, you know. I didn't really need my parents there to like help me. It was more of like my mom was there in the mornings to make sure I got my work.
yeah.
And then if I had any questions, like when she would get off work, I would ask her, but mostly, you know.
Well, my mother put me in dual enrollment in my junior year. I believe it was my junior year. So for every 3 college credits that you took, you would get, 1 year, you would get your credit in high school. So like I took English 101 in college, and that got me my junior or my senior English credits in high school. And so I ended up doing that. And so I was actually graduated like a year before graduation even came around.
Oh, that's amazing. David has said he's sorry, David. He put Tanya Avery and he put raise his hand because he had a question. I thought that was funny. He said, I thought we looked at the missing girls, the missing boyfriends, and the ex-husband's Facebook page, but he said, who was the friend though, the one that left her there? Do you know her
That,
name?
no, I don't.
That's
That's a
like,
good question, David. Oh my
yeah,
goodness. Look,
write
he's
that
a
down too.
sleuther too.
I know. Who
Yeah, we need
left
to know the
her?
friend's name.
I bet you we will find all this out soon enough too. They're gonna have to
Yeah,
give us something.
News Daddy, he'll get it for us.
Another shooting in Hollywood, Florida. Wow, Cheryl. Well, you know, they're everywhere.
Yeah, it's really bad. Really, really bad. Montgomery, Alabama is not too far from me, and I don't even go there. Like, I won't even go there for a doctor's appointment. If they try to schedule me, I tell them you have to schedule me somewhere else, because Montgomery, Alabama has at least 1 homicide a day
Oh, wow.
now. Yeah, it's so bad. So, so bad.
So David said he thought it was Danny, and that's the second time I've heard that name, David. I heard that name Danny earlier, but I don't know where
Ooh.
I in this case, but I don't know where I heard it from. So that definitely could have been the friend. It says Danny, the California uncle's housemate.
Oh.
Oh, so that would make more sense if it was someone coming from California to Arizona or New
Mhm.
Mexico to pick her up than
Is
someone
there
coming all the way from Tennessee.
is there a Facebook group that's been made for her yet? Because you know how usually they make the groups
Yes.
pretty quickly.
I think that there was one made for her. I'm not in it. I think that I saw that though before I got on here, and
Oh, okay.
I'm not even sure what the name of it is. I think it was right before I got on. They made it. They were talking about it on Twitter.
Okay.
Um, let's see.
I just don't understand why that friend would just turn around and leave like that.
Yeah. Oh, Teresa says she's in the group. Yeah. Why drive that far and leave her? Yeah. And why would I just wonder? I don't understand any of this. It's not like he had family out there. It was her family.
Mm-hmm.
So where, I mean,
So
if he's going to drop her off, why wouldn't he just drop her off with her family and then be like, peace or something?
yeah,
I'm going to
and why
fly
would
back.
he check into a homeless shelter like that? That's not adding up either.
Yeah, that does not add up. Why would she drop him
Mm-mm.
off? I mean, yeah, because they have no money, but where's she staying?
I mean, I'm hoping and praying, that she's
Y-
alive and he didn't send
Yeah,
that text message, but it really makes you
it makes you
wonder.
wonder. Yeah.
Mm. Well, I've been up here long enough. I'll go back down in the chat.
Okay. Oh, yeah,
Thanks for
you're
having me
fine. Oh,
up.
yeah, no, thank you for coming up. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
I'll be down in the chat.
All righty. All right, bye.
Okay.
Okay, let me put this. Okay, let me make sure my mic's on the right setting. Yep, I think we're good. Was I not loud enough? Was I okay? Because I tried to turn my mic up, but I forgot. Because I know sometimes my voice is a little bit lower than everyone's. Okay. Yeah, you've been getting the play-by-play, Jan. I was seeing that. So they were going from Tennessee, actually Tennessee to California to visit her uncle, but they only made it to, well, they made it to New Mexico before the argument, and then there was a text sent, I guess, from Flagstaff, Arizona. Oh, thanks, Teresa. He claimed he had to go to work, but she didn't want to leave Tyler. So why couldn't her and Tyler just get back in their vehicle? If you're going to do that, you know? Wonder if she's hiding from her ex. That could be the best possible possibility right now, Elisa. I don't have any money either, but actually I have plenty. Not as much as Justice. She said she is the richest woman alive. And I was like, huh, can I have some money? And then she said no. I just wonder, like, okay, so she wanted to stay or go get Tyler. Why wouldn't you offer to take her to get Tyler? Eddie. Are you talking about Summer? Because she mentioned other channel. I don't know. That's just how I read that. But if it was, that was pretty funny. Because we have to go get Eddie out of chats. Oh, I told Summer I wasn't going to hound you anymore, Eddie. But burn one, he said. Oh, so her phone was out of service from not paying the bill. Well, they're saying that he broke it. They're saying that, yeah, they're saying that he broke the phone. That's what Pascal was saying on the Pascal show. Let me go to Nerdy Addict's tweet. Because it might be more. 2 minutes ago. Okay, so we're going to go back up. Okay, so when this all started, we had an hour ago, per friend of Nikki on the Pascal show, witnessed Tyler Witnesses saw Tyler beating Nikki in the car. Nikki was taken to a truck stop, and Tyler was taken about 10 miles away to Edgewood after their car was impounded by LE. Tyler broke Nikki's phone during the fight, but she replaced it. But she has no money. That's what I'm wondering. I don't get that. And then it says, Nikki sent a text stating she was dropping off Tyler at a homeless shelter in Flagstaff before vanishing. The friend on the Pascal show is a friend of the family and a night judge/judiciary officer. And then 40 minutes ago, it says, no missing person report had been filed for Tyler despite his family saying they haven't heard from him. Nashville and Cheatham County have warrants out for his arrest for theft and failure to appear. And then it says that the I don't know how to say that police department, but the one in New Mexico police department was the responding agency for Nikki Alcaraz, and under FOIA, they should be able to provide body cam footage of the service call. We have multiple calls and emails in this evening as they are apparently stonewalling the family and won't provide. Oh. So I'll be sleuthing your page, Nerdy Addicts, because they'll get it. They'll get it if we need it. They'll get that. Or I could send a FOIA in, I guess. But they'll get the body cam, which would be nice to see. They asked for a national warrant on him. They need to. I don't know how you can only be wanted in one state. I mean, I understand it, but I don't understand it. If you're wanted for anything, a speeding ticket, a parking ticket, maybe those things you can pay like the cop or something if he pulled you over and he's like, okay, you got a warrant. I'm not going to take you all the way back to like Ohio from California, but just pay it here. But if it's something harder than that, then they should say, no, you're going to go spend the night in the jail and you'll figure this stuff out. Donna said he's definitely wanted nationwide. Yeah. Yeah. He definitely, yeah. Because I think they said that Fed's involved. Yeah. Because they came in pretty quick. He didn't have, apparently, so he did have a warrant. But I'm just wondering when the warrant was. Because we were looking at that earlier. He did have a warrant. It was for failure to appear. I'm just wondering when it was. I was trying to look up the county records. I'm like horrible at looking up county records except for my own damn county for some reason. I'm good at doing those for my own county. I was trying to see if there was anything else. Yeah, I don't know what they mean about the Walmart. So it says, okay, so we have another suspect, Danny. So she made it out of the truck stop. This is wild. We'll have to watch that Pascal and then come back and talk about it. But like, what is going on? Because we will be doing another live on this for sure. Oh, you do see the drug charges? I think, did we say that earlier in the live? I can't remember now. He was wanted for theft. Oh, maybe but maybe there was more. Oh, I was looking for the records in New Mexico. Maybe that's why. Her car was last seen at Walmart. Thank you, Michelle. That's not good. Okay, I don't like that. I don't like Walmart's. Like, yeah, I mean, I do because the video quality is the best. But I feel like if there's something going on, like, okay, this is a missing person right now, but if there's ever like a missing person or a crime committed or anything of the sort, because this could not be a crime right now, it could just be like a missing person, but that's technically still like in the same category. When you pull in Walmart in the mix, I feel like I'm like, nope. What'd you buy at Walmart? When did you buy it? And what did you need it for? You know? Eddie, you're not going underground for 6 months. Where are you going to go? Underground. Underground other than for my lives. Every case has Walmart involved, I swear. Yeah. Oh, well, we're going to have to do another live. Maybe I could do one tomorrow during the day. See, I'm never in Walmart. They don't got me. But I will say this, though, about the Walmart. Did anyone else see the news article about Walmart charging you? Has anybody been in a Walmart where you self-checkout and you tip the self-checkout? Because someone tell me that's not really a thing, because I saw it on the news. Okay, so they did come from that way. Okay. Oh, hell no, yeah. Right? Yeah. Tip self-checkout. They're making them from Walmart. It looked like a Walmart anyway, because like the way that with the news, I was like, maybe I would tip at Target. You get a better, little shopping cart. You get little cup holders. They got a Starbucks. They got a Starbucks cup holder. They got that little cute little $5 little area if you want to like check out something. But you're not going to be all up in my business at Walmart like that. I feel like they're all up in your business at Walmart. But except for they're not. If you ever need help at Walmart, you won't find a soul. But if you ever steal anything, I bet you. Go in there and try to pocket like a 25, like a piece of candy or something. I'm just kidding. Don't steal. That'd be really funny, but don't do it. But I bet you the gates would come down. Lights would be going around. Yeah, no, Walmart has cameras like you wouldn't even believe. And they're all up in your business. Yeah, don't tip them. Don't tip a self-checkout. I'm like, that's just, yeah, self-checkout. We should be able to get tipped for that. David, you're right. If everyone used, yeah. I saw that on the news the other day. I think it was like News Nation or one of them. Sometimes I'll leave the news just go. And if it's the weekend, I'll put it on like Fox News, which I'm not too big of I'm not a fan of really. But I saw it on there and I was just like, what? I said, as a server, it was so hard to get tipped. Like, my 20% or whatever. Let alone, and I was running my butt off, let alone just be like, and then the best ones are the ones, when you don't put your stuff all the way down in the bag and then it like yells at you. It like yells at you bad. It's like, put it in there. Oh, thank you, Donna, for becoming a new member. I think we're going to do us a member live here soon. I think maybe I was going to do one tomorrow, but we'll do it this week sometime. Oh, did you do that, Avery? I thought I saw. Did you get for that? Or I don't know what I'm doing. We were talking about, Eddie, the self-checkouts at the Walmarts are forcing you to put your money in there. We're done for the live for tonight, but I'm gonna get with Avery because I know she's gonna have some information, and I'm gonna be sleuthing away too, and we'll probably do another live on this tomorrow or probably tomorrow. It seems like we're gonna get more information. I'm praying we are gonna get more information. I really feel I can't imagine being a family member of a missing person. No, you guys saw me when I lost my AirPods. I freaked out. I couldn't imagine not knowing where someone I loved it was. I would be like, I don't know, I'm just praying for him. I would be doing circles though. Let me check Twitter really quick before I get off here because sometimes stuff happens. And I'm gonna have to watch that Pascal show. I bet you he's gonna have a whole bunch of views here in a minute. because we're all gonna go over there and watch it. But yeah, I'm wondering who the lady is. Yeah, it's more it's more convenient for them as a business owner, as a boutique owner. It's like, well, the only thing that sucks is when you run a credit card, if it would be like a $3 thing or something, you know, or like something cheap, because it does cost money to run it, but it doesn't cost that much. I tip good, tip very well. I tip very, very well. I'm like, I used to be an over tipper, and there is a such thing. And I used to be that person, but I worked in a restaurant, and I grew up in a restaurant, so I always tip pretty well. So I'm going to keep my eye on this case. Like I said, I wanted to get on here though and talk to you guys about it tonight. Thank you so much, Avery, for coming up and helping me with the live tonight. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much, Teresa, for getting in that Facebook group, because I know there's going to be a bunch of them popping up, and I'm glad that, you know, you got into one that's like an original. I need to start doing more on Facebook. Like, I just need to make a new page. That's what I should do. And then just, because I don't get on my page. I follow like 200 people, and I have like 3.5K that follow me. I don't even know how that's even possible, how I don't follow my people. I have no friends on there. I don't know where they all went. I think I like did something where I like took half of them off or something, but so I don't even get on there. Yeah, I'm just really hoping that they do a press release. I mean, they're probably trying to figure out the different agencies along the way of their path of travel. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot that you have to do. But, oh, I forgot to show you. I wore one of my shirts from my store today. And it was the little Nightbot always puts the boutique in there. And I didn't see Parker in here tonight to ask her for the address. So I'll have to see if she sent me a message back. Yeah, no, Facebook is rough. I don't want to see anyone's kids or sad dogs. Yeah, that's what I don't want to see anybody. And mine is everyone's dying. Everyone is dying on mine. It's bad. It's I grew up in a small town, and a lot of the people didn't leave. They weren't fortunate enough to be able to leave, I guess, in a way. I don't know. But it's a lot of it's just, you know, things are overtaking people my age. It's scary. And then, you know, I had a friend that passed away. He was working out, doing nothing wrong, just working out. And he had a heart attack and died. He was my age. I'm like, what? Like, you know? So I try not to even get on Facebook unless I know I absolutely have to. 22 days they should. Yes. I know the chat has been really weird. It's been like really, really weird. And then News Nation is going to do a story on it. And I know that every Thursday they do a case where they cover a certain missing person, and they will, you know, they'll cover it for like, I don't know how long, maybe a half hour or so in the program. So, oh yeah, my shirt, if you want to know what it says, "Let It Be." It's a little poppy flower. I like this little shirt. And they wash really well. And 20% off with my code. And there was something else. Oh yeah, so the Gonzalez family said that they didn't answer my question, that's fine. You know, maybe they can't answer it because it has something to do with the case, and that's totally fine. But I did say, you know, I asked if there was anything that I could do to help. And it says, keep your eye on the family page. We are going to do a pay it forward theme for Kaylee Jade's birthday. And if you can help with that in your community, that would be awesome. And I hearted it, and I'll write them back and I'll let them know. Just give me the deets, and I will make sure that everyone gets it. Yeah, what is the Facebook group name? Do you know? I don't do Facebook usually. But I want to get all my pictures off of there, like before I delete it all. Because I have pictures of when I was like younger, you know, like my 20s and stuff. I want those. I want some pictures. Which, I mean, I just come up with my stuff anyway. Yeah, people pick poppies in California. I want to go to a poppy field so bad. It's the California flower. And I didn't know that until I named my boutique. And then I found out that it was the state flower in Vincent's from California. And that just really helped. And then Ari, it means like strong boy. And so I thought if I did a men's line, it would be the Ari side. So, oh, what happened? Did Avery get some information? I haven't been on Facebook over 3 years and I don't miss it. Yeah, no, Jamie, I understand. I'll accidentally click on it because it's like out of like habit. And I'm like, what am I doing? Because it's sad on there. They said the dog's missing too. They gotta all be together. It only makes sense. Yeah, I think my Facebook page might be private too, actually. I don't know. Oh. So, okay, I'm going to jump off of here and I'm going to watch the Pascal show. I'm going to see what they were talking about. And I'm going to see what we're going to do for tomorrow's live about this. And go to bed. What time is it? 10:42. This is actually went over longer than I thought, but I'm so glad that Avery came up here to help me. Oh, yeah. She's saying, oh my gosh, about my friend having a heart attack. Yeah, like, and I dated him too in 8th grade. He was the cutest. And he just got married. And he looked so happy in his wedding pictures. You know, that just crushed my heart. So, because like, you know, your wedding's like your best day. And he has a twin brother too. So it's very hard. But I will see you guys all on the live tomorrow. I know that I said I was going to take a break. I took one day, y'all. One day. And I was back here with y'all. But I am going to take breaks here and there. But I just, you know, I just love hanging out with y'all. So yeah, email me and I'll be checking my email often. I will. Email me, Avery, and we'll get together. We can do another live if you want. When she go missing? So the breaks. She went missing last seen on May 6th or May 4th. Or May 6th. I'm sorry, May 6th. And then she got a text message. Her sister got a text message from her phone on the 8th. So. Watch out for frisbees. Yeah, right? I was so cool about that, too. I was so cool about that frisbee hitting me in the legs, which I'm just glad it didn't hit me in the face. And those girls were so cute at the pool today. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, y'all are really cute. And I've been working out for like 7 weeks. So I'm gonna have to tell you guys to not be so cute. It was kind of like that, you know? So yeah, 3 weeks. It's already been 3 weeks. Nobody had started. It kind of started getting traction today on Twitter. And that's how I found out about it. And I was like, well, I'm going to do a live because I feel like I didn't see anyone else doing one. And then Pascal just did one at 9 has started. So we beat Pascal. Can you believe that? He probably was getting his notes together. But alrighty, I love you guys. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Oh, you try to play Frisbee with your husband? Oh man, it was bad. They was drunk and stoned, but that was all right. They were just having fun. They were being kids, being young adults. All right, well, I'll see you guys tomorrow, and I love you, and have a good evening. And I hope you guys had a, good Memorial Day with your family, and you were able to spend time with everybody. Bye, guys.